in New York to help first responder families after the 9/11 attack. Spring Fellstate also offers scholarships and assistance to kids who lost parents in the line of duty. A 38-year-old motorcyclist from Riverside has been killed in a crash in Huntington Beach. Police say the rider was speeding before he lost control of his bike. It was not immediately known that drugs or alcohol were a factor in yesterday's crash. The feds have toured the damaged train tracks between Orange County and San Diego County before passenger service resumed on Monday. Congressman Mike Levin says it's a long-term solution that's needed to stop the tracks from sliding further toward the ocean.
I'm going to be formally submitting a federal community project request for $4 million to support the OCTA in conducting a study for the rail relocation spanning 11 miles.
The rail corridor that carries 11 million or 15 million of passengers each year between LA and San Diego has shut down since October. The Federal Rail Administration also took the tour yesterday to see how the billion from the federal infrastructure law can actually help.
There's the disc on it.
That I normally tell you about.
Oh, no.
Have stolen, ready for it? $100,000 worth of guns. From an
You call it videotaping.
$100,000 worth of guns. It must have been heavy. Authorities say the truck had picked up $750,000 in dimes from the U.S. Mint. He was taking the money to Florida. And the driver stopped overnight in Philadelphia. In the morning, the trailer had been broken into, and there were coins apparently scattered all across the parking lot. A Nickelodeon actress Rabbi has been marked safe after Daytona Beach police announcing missing and endangered. Police released a Facebook post yesterday saying Bell was last seen Rabbi and W near a high school in Florida. They found the Drake and Josh after later in the day. He joked on Twitter, "You leave your phone in the car and don't answer it for the night and did." All right, we come back. We're going to talk more about the 21-year-old gamer who now is being charged with espionage, who said he was just showing off and he leaked classified documents from the Pentagon. We'll get into that in just a few minutes. Let's get back to Nick Kaliokini this morning with your Friday Drive.
What's on menu one starting to get on a little bit on the action. Friday morning live for the most part. But right now for you from me, just after 15 for the 241 full out. Can you find out I help you get there faster? I'm just calling it.
Breathe in, breathe out. Of your mind and ease.
Your comfort will all regularly scheduled service.
Feel the calm within.
Oil and filter changes and tire rotations to fluid inspection and adjustments. Tire service, speed lockout protection,
Let your fear and worry melt away.
Toyota Care no cost maintenance comes standard with every new Toyota.
Your Toyota Care.
Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. New Toyota Care with details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. This report is sponsored by Blindston.com. Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindston.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindston blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindston.com. This is the Low Champion, Albert Williams. Here's what's trending on iHeartRadio.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz. The James King outfit victorious last night in Anaheim over the Ducks by 2 goals. The Los Angeles Kings scored 5 goals overall and climbed to 47-25 on the year. The Dodgers are back home tonight as they host the Cubs in game 1 of the 3-game stretch. The Dodgers are coming into this one 7-6 overall. In the final 2 spots in the NBA postseason, season are up for grabs tonight. The Heat will host the Bulls for the ACC Eastern Conference. Dynasty Door. Intelligence runs in the family. The Mercedes Benz range of SUVs. Every member is waiting to impress. Learn more at MBUSA.com.
A light source system gives you filtered and delicious water straight from every tap. The filtered out system is maintenance free and listens to change
Miley Cyrus sounds like she got to go smoke grab. How cool was it? She's got Hey, Cargo Bob. Mouthwash. Hey, Cargo Bob. What's that shit? On the thing? I just said it. Carlos with grapple. Carlos with grapple. Dances with wolves. Carlos with grapple. Cool, dog. Remember when this one worked? Yosh would be like, oh, dog, Micah was telling a story about going live. And we were all listening to him, and he was like, ah. Remember when it went like, oh. Remember when it went lead?
Here you go. What? Oh, no, your mom and dad called us to clean out your salad. They were
Shit, 30 days not lead. I counted.
We have to stop that nasty stuff from
I don't think that included television. Individual devices. Maybe. You got all through, got you. Oh shit, it's going. You got all through. There's a scene. We'll get it.
Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Does it weird anybody actually see these guys as adults? Every now and then it'll be, where are they now kind of thing. And you see these guys, and I kind of can't get that image of them as little kids out of my head. Now they're married with kids and stuff. What? No. Are you serious? Well, I bet because they were probably what, like 10, 11 in some cases?
I don't know. DJ Paul Johnson. He wanted to fuck the little. He goes, she's so hot. Dude, that's a dude. Oh, we thought that was the funniest shit of all time. He was deep, man. He's a friend of fucking. But yeah, is he the first guy you ever knew to like a guy who looked like a girl? Yep.
Weird how they all age, but I didn't. Stand by AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. This is your Friday morning wake-up call. Business owners in LA say naked homeless people around their buildings are creating a dangerous environment for clients and patients. Pediatric eye surgeon Dr. Kenneth Rice said he treats kids who are forced to walk by the people who are nude and drugged up. I got buildings for 22 years, and over the past year, it's the first time he's been so bad about me. I feel bad for the homeless people. They have nowhere to go. The city needs to demonstrate what he calls a township to boost homeless people while they seek more permanent housing.
They're not aware. You need Manny over here. Every time he uses a microwave, it's going to he does. Look at this one. I should say he's going live. Yoshi.
One person at the station yesterday who didn't say Like, what? It was a 21-year-old kid who was a gamer and in the National Guard in Massachusetts, and he's about, we're looking at espionage charges. I mean, I don't know
Not a
if
whole lot,
it's as
though.
much as it shocked the rest of us that
Not
this guy turns out to be the guy that they're arresting as the Pentagon papers leaker.
Right. And so obviously, so the mystery is why did he do it? Because I'm always looking
You're
at
right, yeah.
motivation based on
Oh, yeah.
people.
Oh, you got me this one. You keep saying that. You would have said that years ago, though. I like it.
People actually were invited into the chat room. That's what the documents say. It looked like to me for a long time. And he started doing this
Somebody's got
February
that.
of 22.
They're banging away in the fucking earth.
Started in February of 22. So, and the documents are sort of claim driven as far as they were doing their truth, with the quick comments about some war leaders, talking about how we find our allies, which is today's world, everyone tries with anybody else. But it's so what he did this strike me as somebody who's like wanting to sell information to the Russians. So we don't know where the documents are yet. We don't know where they belong. And the other thing is, the people that he was talking to in the chat room, you can be anybody you want. I mean, that's why, Section 7 loves the internet. So they can be a 12-year-old boy. So, they're hard to understand. But the thing is, there's two major issues with this. One is study of access to it. We don't have authorized access to it. One of the tripwires that will stop you from what it's doing, I can tell you that the computers with the FBI and DOJ, we got to look at certain stuff. If you have clearance to look at it, you got to go through various steps to even get to that. There are numerous tripwires about what you do. There are proof and just read it, forward it, copy it, you can do anything else. And you have to do it in a classified script. So, I don't know if these documents were saved and they are updated with the scope, but the point being, he had ready access and had access for a long time. I mean, it's a big problem for the military. So there's got to be other versions, but then maybe quite most of them.
This cannot be the only one, especially when, in many times, I feel like the military goes along and it does a great job, but does it move as quickly as maybe technology is moving when it comes to the level of, say, the National Guard or the Reserve? I remember with my ex-husband, I'd go out to the Reserve office or whatever, and I would think to myself, man, this is like 1950 all over again. It was very odd to me.
Hey, confessional boy.
As quickly as I thought the rest of the world was, And I don't just mean in the facility, but I mean kind of everything about it. I would remember seeing, vision around it about access and, oh my gosh, my card's not working, the card that they would have to put in to get access to different things and whatever. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, boy, this system needs to be updated. And thinking that this kid, who was 21 years old, he's a gamer, and for all intents and purposes, let's just say he really wants to showing off. Okay, even if that's the case, like you said, why is there not something that prohibited this guy from getting his hands on documents that nobody should have their hands on except for on an email basis?
There are tripwire things that are in place in other aspects of the Air Force and PAD, and how are they not moving down to his unit, or how do they not get implemented? I mean, there's all of those things. There will be people at the end of the day are going to be in big trouble. Not unknowing, but they're going to be in big trouble within DOD because of this.
And honestly, I'm okay with that, only because that would mean that finally we saw a big hole or a loophole that needed to be closed. So yeah, sometimes that's okay when people need to get a good, rear snapping, because that just means that that's where the change is going to and the progress is intermittent. But that also, working for the federal government for almost 40 years, I can tell you that that train is still going to move slowly only because how massive it is. Between active duty, civilian, contractors, is hundreds of thousands of people who have access to top secret information. And are all those tripwires in place for every single one of them? And when it's brought along, probably not. When it comes to, I remember there was a very different feeling of, so my ex worked for FEMA, obviously. And I remember having, a federal investigator coming out to the house and interviewing me and interviewing a bazillion people before he could get his top secret clearance. I do not remember that being the case at all for him being a reservist. Is there even kind of a, some sort of loophole or something, even in between how the federal government overall is issuing these different top secret clearances? Because it seems like there's one federal for each department. Well, there are kind of different rules, and each department does their own background investigation. Other than by, let's say, in the FBI, I have to get a clearance every 5 years, so they would do a background and a polygraph and a bunch of other stuff. So, anyway, there's this thing here. You were earlier talking about reserve units. Is that true? But this reserve unit will find out exactly the order. It's just that is it uniform across?
How much is 1,500?
No, I mean,
This thing will clean the fucking it out.
to how you get through those 11, there's going to be a very Brad, I love talking to you. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm sure we'll chat next week. Sounds good. See you later. You too. That's ABC News counterterrorism analyst, Brad there. I mean, I think even in this conversation, Brad makes something that I would love to see these stuff. Because, okay, say let's say the FBI and FEMA and, some of these other DOD departments are doing a good job of getting their enforcement for different, secret clearances. Okay, that's great. But what about the National Guard? What about the Reserve? If they're doing it so differently that it's now been revealed, some 21-year-olds in the National Guard can get it on the same type of information.
Oh, that's my friend Rabbi.
The FBI or FEMA, naming those two departments, but they give them all this different background check. Maybe we should have these uniforms. Maybe we shouldn't have different versions for everybody. Maybe everybody should be under the same, sort of heavy umbrella. Right, we come back, we're going to talk with ABC from Ryan. There are certain songs, like that can become an earworm. Why is it that you hear one song, it's a small world, or my heart will go on, or something like that you cannot get out of your head? That it becomes so pervasive that it becomes annoying. There is actually a science behind the earworm, and we're going to get into that in just a second. Here's the weather from KFI. It's mostly sunny today. It has to be a little bit warmer than they were yesterday, so we'll be upper 60s, low 70s. And then for tomorrow and Sunday, we should have mostly sunny conditions. I could be in the 70s, maybe even a few 80s. Let's get back into your drive with Nick Caliopini and this time we're checking out that drive-through of Legion Park on the 110.
Hey, baby celebrity, you're fucked. I know. Hey, Johnny Rockefeller. Fucking, I ran a Rockefeller's gonna masturbate to that. She's gonna be Derek and herself, girl. Calm down, woman.
What do you mean I kept right off spray shit? wayfarers, and dolphin resorts. Those are the tools of my trade. And now there's nothing I reason to visit Foodville.
Oh, really cool and room happy. Get a room, living with the cabanas, and $20 in free play. The 5-club giveaway. Get a watch with a chance to upgrade to a suite club. And you earn 500 points on the return club. 17 or 18. 3. Rod Schneider, live May 26th. Get tickets now.
And the number 2.
Because Russell Feathers has the best.
What happened to your son, Yosh?
Foodporn today.
And the number 1 reason.
We are the best. It'll be in the entire city.
Nice, quick.
More people agree. Morongo is the best place for a good time.
We have virtual club. Better quicker. Or you want to be there?
Hair restoration, do yourself a favor and simply schedule your free consultation today. Find out if your bald spot, receding hairline, or thinning hair is in fact optional. Imagine the risk just knowing that a full head of hair.
Yosh, you're off. Is he just winking at you? Manny's microwave? Yoshi. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, my phone.
Time to pursue your needs. Do yourself a favor and schedule your free consultation right now. If you choose to move forward, you're
Did that 30-minute thing?
$250 off and 250 free hair brands. That's huge. Call 844-333-HAIR. Scheduling your consultation is literally the hardest part. Advanced Hair successfully restores my bald spots, and they even guarantee that your new hair will also grow. 844-333-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Yosh, remember when that one said you're offline?
Yeah. Blind, change, and shutter at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product. The expert Manco have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out. Chevrolet, check engine light on? You'll check it for free.
Word, you have a special person.
When the Dodgers take on the Chicago Cubs, and be one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance during the Jackie Robinson jersey presented by
I don't understand.
visit Dodgers.com.
Just like I just understand.
This is Jacob and Rabbi. You've been involved in a motorcycle accident called foodporn 2014. These players in your ear to look on your screen. Follow us now. Ask KFIVM64.
I'm gonna make you cry. I'm gonna say goodbye.
It's KFI 8M640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Oh, you'll understand why I'm laughing in just a second when we talk with ABC Jim Ryan and why that song is pertinent to what we're about to talk about. Look at that. I'm Jennifer Jones Lee. This is your wake-up call for a Friday.
Yosh, remember when it was like, oh, dog, you're so sick?
Since January, the utility has claimed bad weather. That's why we couldn't go. I get that, except for the trenches in there since January. Pretty sure we've had some sunshine since January. Schwarzenegger says, possible or not that they had been there too long, he did the gas company a favor. The Justice Department says it
Yeah,
is
most
taking
people
a
wouldn't get
fight
away
over
with that.
the
They'd be
abortion
fined.
bill
You'd be jailed.
to the Supreme Court. They say that
When he did that, I was like, that doesn't look like you can just do that. Really, yeah.
On the market for now. And don't forget, it's the Acura Grand Prix that is raced into Long Beach. It's a 3-day street event. Now, gates open this morning, and races are scheduled through Sunday. And I know that the one thing that is so much fun, if you've ever been out there to Long Beach during the Grand Prix, I don't care where you are, as long as you are in the area, even kind of near the racetrack, you just hear that sort of rumble of the cars all day, and I love it. All right, Tyler, go ahead. Go ahead and hit us with some earworm now, because I feel like since this was Jim Ryan's idea to do the science behind the earworm, he deserves to hear it too. So take it away, Tyler. Yep, yep, that's right. Bop earlier. It's a small world, which I always have to apologize before we ever play. Songs like this one, earworms, and I know that there are kind of us who are like, I can't get that song out of my head. You hear a song like this, and you wonder, why can't I get that song out of my head? And now there really is some science behind it.
Well, yeah, there is a reason for that. That's part of the reason for this
Earworms are okay.
They did research on this and came up with a many thousand word result, a research paper on this. So, yeah, why do we get earworms stuck in our heads? Because we relax without a guard down. We're not really paying attention to anything, kind of sitting there, and suddenly this thing creeps into your mind. I remember that song. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Then it goes on and on, over and over again. Now, if it vanishes immediately, that's called scientifically a mind pop, which I think is a great name for a song.
Okay, so a mind pop.
Okay, a band or a candy or mind pop. But if you get a fragment of music and it's repeated in part or in full over and over, that's called voluntary musical imagery. It's known as earworm. That's really the thing that is annoying to a lot of people. Some folks find it enjoyable to an extent, but yeah, that's what they looked at here was this phenomenon of the musical imagery, involuntary musical imagery, things like that. Rick Astley song.
Okay, and I honestly, I think this is fascinating because there are certain songs that will get in my head, and that BTS song Butter. I have no idea what in the world they're saying. I have no idea. I like this song. It was on a commercial, I remember, for a phone company. I don't remember which one. But that's one that gets in my head. And I wonder, too, if it's a song that we are, that we kind of like. You know what I mean? Like, that you kind of bop to a little bit. And so you find yourself not really paying attention to it. Like you said, you sort of relax and you're not really focused on what the words are. You just know that it kind of makes you happy. You know, it just kind of makes you bop along.
Maybe. Although some songs that you don't like at all can end up stuck in your brain because of the repetition. It's not necessarily a catchy hook, like a chorus that you listen to or a tune or melody even. It's the repetition within that song. And like that Rick Astley song, and it does bop along, but there is this repetition in there that one makes it easier to remember, and second makes it harder to forget, right?
Right.
So,
Yes.
and that's part of the point of this research. It's not just to find out about this phenomenon that plagues so many people, but because studying earworms can solve questions about human consciousness or how our brains organize material, which is crucial, really, to be groundbreaking in mental health questions about how people are, how their brains work or how they might be lacking in some areas. So this really could have some major upshots.
Well, and I like the part where it's the one part where it says when we're relaxed. Certain songs sneak into our brains when we're relaxed. And if I think about songs that I, for whatever reason, kept playing Chris Ledoux, Look at You Girl. I know it's like from 1990. I don't even know how I got this one. But this song has been rolling through my head for like the last 3 days. But I remember when I was listening to it and I was kind of in the living room and I was putting stuff away. And it was like a Tuesday night, no big deal. And I remember thinking, oh, a certain moment where I was relaxed and I thought, oh, that was a happy song kind of thing. So it stuck. And so that's the part when I read that, and I thought that's kind of fascinating. It's like you have this moment of, I don't know, sticky in your mind or something where anything you're listening to is going to get grabbed right then.
Repost usually super culture repetition, like
Oh my gosh. You are so lucky I'm in a different room. But he's probably right. I mean, unfortunately, it's not my favorite earworm, by the way. I hate to.
But the thing is, so if you're just, your mind's wandering, you're not really concentrating on anything, you're goofing around, and you think of this song. So the opposite of that, if you're trying to get rid of the earworm, is to concentrate really intently on something that maybe isn't as enjoyable, something important. Read the newspaper, or watch a movie that has nothing to do with the earworm. But concentrate, put your mind to work doing something knock out the worm. Do this long enough, then maybe it'll go away easily. But well, yeah. So just kind of push it away with other thoughts. Meditate on something other than, and that's a good way to do it, because meditation, you're sort of concentrating on your breathing, you're concentrating on the sound. University of St. Andrews came up with a list of the worst or best earworms.
If they are.
Queen makes two of them.
Oh.
Bohemian Rhapsody is considered number 3. We Are the Champions, number 2. So yeah, I need to see how that would work. I suppose number 1, if it's the Queen of St. Andrews.
Oh, yes. Yes. It's on my
You remember where you first heard this song? It was at this restaurant allegedly covered in water. They used to have this amazing kind of like bread. Really? Yeah, we used to go there with Danny Cucciara. We used to go there with Wilbur. Allegedly, we used to go there with Bob Schultz.
No, not in concert, no.
No, I mean in video, they're two of the goofy. They're twin brothers.
Right, right.
With these thick glasses. Maybe that's part of their look, the goofy nerd look. But
Right. Well, whatever it is, they're probably laughing us all the way to the bank.
oh yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the earworms.
Have a good weekend.
All right, you too. See you later. Oh yeah, play it up there. Right. And you gave us a repetition of that song. Okay, that's gonna be in our head as we
Right, shut the fuck up, lady.
our talk with the Valley Hive. That's coming up in just a second. California has been hit with all these storms, right? And beekeepers have had to deal with, whoa, what do we do with our hives? And what do we do with our bee boxes and things like that?
Nationwide is on the side. Suck my cookie fucking cunt.
It looks like
Look at this
the
motherfucker.
holiday
Like, this is
outlook
for
is
Clarence.
So we'll get
Suck
into all
my
of this
dick,
with
bitch.
Robert for right here
Oh,
in SoCal
hell yeah.
Valley Hive in just a
Just
few minutes.
a lot of
Let's get back
confidence.
to your drive with Nick
Fuck
Taliopini,
yeah.
and this time we're checking out what's going on in Mission Hills.
As we enter the San Fernando Valley,
Let us entertain you.
Mission Boulevard extracted the carpal and left lane shut down. That will
Hell yeah.
for you on the southbound side of the pine.
Sick. Original A1. Entertain you. Enterprises. Yeah. But look, nolike.com. Coca-Cola. Winston. Really? Yeah, look, I don't know what it is.
Here and there, midway through the new Paso de Five. Hey, if I'm the guy, don't get there faster. I'm calling it. Hey, it's Team Shark. WDC. My first choice in all things kitchen, bath, and bed. Wants to say thank you to KFI listeners for your amazing loyalty. You have discovered just how special WDC is. So from now until April 16th, you can earn up
And
to
then they were like, psych.
$4,000 in WDC rewards.
You don't get it.
That's right. Up to $4,000 in rewards credit for your next purchase when you shop at WDC from now to April 16th. Like I always say, to get your kitchen and bath done right, you need more than just an appliance store. You need the experts that I have trusted for years, WDC. And to say thank you, up to $4,000 in rewards. Terms and conditions apply. There's a WDC kitchen and bath center near you.
$9 shots compilation.
Or go to WDCappliances.com. WDCappliances.com. This report is sponsored by Discover. Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome at the end of your first year. They automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right. Everything you've earned, double. The cash back for trips, restaurants, all double. Seriously though, check it out for yourself.
That's how I know it.
Discover.com/match.
Foot outfit, $9 shot.
The King is King outfit toy fascinating Anaheim over the Ducks by 2 goals.
Yeah, there's tits in here. This motherfucker gonna hit it. Ryan Van Dusen.
Right now for him
They can hit a 3-pointer. That's nothing.
You will be given $1 million courtesy of Foot Locker Storage. Like Truman, it is time to take your best
This is like watching Sergio Garcia hit a fucking golf ball. Just shoot the fucking ball, dog. It was an air ball? Oh god, at least you didn't do that. No, not really. You won something. Oh. Oh, dog. How about like a half-court shot?
How are you in your psychological warfare with your earworms this morning?
What's your earworm? Come on, everybody's got one.
Do they do the thing on SportsCenter? This should be a SportsCenter report like they have on Sports Channel. Sports Channel used to be a thing. Oh, look at that one, go. 28 minutes. That's phenomenal footage.
Also, the beans, I think, are really excited about what lies ahead. Because we're in October, so now the start of the year, the hard over the
Will Purdue.
a dry line and which is fantastic. And as we drive around town, that everything is green and lush. So the honey actually looks like it's going to become the best nectar flows that we've had in the last 20 years. So that's fantastic. Unfortunately, the almond farmer, what the almond farmer wants is to have a really nice sunny February, which is supposed to be California's rainiest month, and instead they got a ton of rain. And so for the almonds,
Somebody's there. The fucking ASMR. I forgot about that. What the fuck is ASMR?
Oh, it's called a sucking. This ain't a thing. Could be, could be. Alright, everyday top shot. No, dog. None of this shit. I'm not like half court.
You're responsible for 30% of everything we do. So every bite of food that you put in your mouth is because
A quarter?
a hive.
Oh, they maybe use that word.
Pollination is just really
Half court.
to our agriculture. And so that beekeeping is really important, and it's not, I mean, we probably need to be all every bee that we do that.
Well, and I know that this is, you guys all work so side by side with each other. Their crops don't happen if you guys have issues with your bees or a shortage or something like that. How did the bees themselves, I mean, the actual...
Yeah, Chicago, so fucking quickly.
Was
All right, Doc.
impacted by all the rain?
Are you done?
So
remember when this was like $1 million shot Demetrius Houston? Yeah, here you go. From Money in Cars.
And they're able to do that by staying inside. They're able to vibrate their sweat muscles without actually having to pass it away. And that's how they
Yo, dog.
And so if
Yo, should be like,
This is $20,000 on the line right here. Fans, can he do it?
kids. Inflation went up, and the amount that they give for these things went down. It doesn't make any sense.
I think he can do it. I need that rumble drum roll. All right, Tony, whenever you're ready. Let's see it.
Look at this shit. Come on, Tony. It's all you. Oh, what a pause. They have Greg Rogikowski's form. That's it. They used to give motherfuckers $1 million for that. I'll give you a fucking $1,000 if you hit a half-court shot in the middle of the game. Oh, he walked over the thing. That should count. That's your counter.
Now, once we give you the ball, you can fit it any way you want. And keep those feet behind the line when you let go. Come on, fans. Let's cheer Gerald on to $95,000.
Here's motherfucker just playing the same old shit. $95,000. What a weird amount. Like, hey, dude, how about $100,000? No, that's too much. How about 94? Nah.
Here we go. 5Gs. Make some noise. We want you to win this.
Only 5G. It's like a baby. That's some of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes. One shot. Brand new
They should just make the game this. NBA, you suck. If you just made the fucking post people from down, it would get so many fucking views. That's sick as fuck. Put it around your back like 20 more times. Are you stretched out, Don? Alright, are you done? Let's fucking nail it. Half court shot. Kobe.
That will either get them bees in their backyard or butterflies in their backyard or something like that. What's the good to choose blank for a bee? Is there something that if you want pollination in your backyard and if this thing is
I saw this guy. What a throw. I would sue LeBron for tackling me. Really? Yeah. What is this bullshit? Oh. God damn it. Man's microwave? Josh, what the fuck is this shit?
She said, got it. Let's play some basketball with her. Look at that. Good shot. Two time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're gonna shoot 3,500, 3,400, or half court for 5,000. What should he do, much
Half
man?
court for 5,000.
Half court. He's going half court. Make some noise for him.
Going for the big money. So, Marcus?
Travel. I love how some of them are like $5,000, others are $75,000. It's like, don't they listen? Like, hey, what's the going rate? You know, the both gave away $1 million. You can go back a little further.
Young man. He thinks he can win this one for $77,777.
The pools kept going up. That's cool.
All right, Tim.
Casino Arizona.
When you're ready, buddy.
Shout out to Casino Arizona. I love fucking this shit. Gotta be a hook. That's stupid. Just any way I want to fucking do it. Don't tell me how I can do it. Why? Because it's like, well, what'd you got? Hook like this. That was good. That was good. One shot, Putin. Putin's little thing is cool. It's like a fucking fork. Oh, he's deep. But notice, the only person who like had money changing life was back in like '93. Yeah, try paying the taxes on the job.
Have a wonderful weekend. You too. Take care. All right, thanks. See you later. That is Keith Roberts of the Valley High. And how the California
Chief Renegade, how are you feeling and who are you giving a shout out to for this? Congratulations. Well, this is for Lonnie. Here is your mark right here, and there's your neck. You got 19,000 fans. It's going to drum roll for you now.
Come on, Lonnie.
Come on, guys.
I don't think his girlfriend wants to do that. What kind of cost? They should just make this a television show. Who can hit ESPN? What are you doing? Just honestly, just here's fucking $5,000 if you fucking hit a free throw and blah 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 blah. Just keep hitting them. That'd be so sick. I don't know why that isn't a show. People love this shit. I'm watching it.
That's awesome. All right, Todd. All right, Todd, get at the end of the line. All right. Alan from Madras, come back to follow. Where do you want to go? He wants half court again. He saw Todd do it. He's going to do it too. Here's Alan from Madras.
Shut the fuck up. And like, have guys compete
Oh my goodness gracious!
2 in a row?
Are you kidding me?
That's sick.
2 for 2. Unbelievable.
Please tell me there's 1 of 3. Please tell me there's 1 of 3. Shut the fuck up. Game winners. Fuck, I love game winners. Game winners are sick as fuck. Buzzer beaters. Game winners. Buzzer beaters. Game winners. Buzzer beaters. Game winners. Oh yeah, remember asking a buzzer beater? And he's like, what's a game winner? I'd be like, what's a buzzer beater? What's the difference? Oh, it's a lot. It's complicated. A buzzer beater is when it's like really, I was gonna say, it's over. You don't always have to get it off the time because it's like, it would have been a buzzer. Well, then it didn't keep the buzzer. Okay, so then it has to leave your hand. Like this is the ball, and that doesn't count, but if that counts. Okay, cool, done. And then what? There's buzzer beater, and then there's what? Game winner. Game winner could be the first shot of the game in the first quarter. Nobody else scored. Are there buzzer beaters in football? Yeah, game winners in football. Yeah. The buzzer beaters, but yeah, basketball. Hockey. Yeah. Game winners? Yeah. Soccer? I don't know. There's not a buzzer, so no buzzer beater in soccer. Game winner, yeah. How about baseball? There are no buzzer beaters in baseball. Are there game winners in baseball? Yeah. It was sick though. Really? Oh yeah, my game was like, my game was like buzzer beater and game winner. Oh, and this thing was like, oh, let's work. It was my favorite. Dude, this thing is so sick. Dude, don't. Oh my god. Mine is so sick. Mine is so sick.
Was down by 2 with only 2.9 seconds left. What you're about to watch is possibly the craziest sequence of events.
Shout out to New Rochelle. Fuck Mount Vernon. Have you ever been to Mount Vernon? I don't know if it's the same one. Where is it? What the hell is happening? Oh my god. What the hell happened? I can't even tell what happened.
That shot reminded me of this shot by Moki.
Moki.
No timeouts for Toronto.
All right, here we go. 3 seconds. Oh my god. That was so sick. But there's too much time. We threw it in the air. Too much chance in this game. I don't know if the clock started at the time. That's
Very
like
close to
a long time.
contact there. As Peterson throws it up, but I don't think I've ever seen a crazier game winner than this one. 0.6 seconds left on the clock. You have no timeouts, down by 3, and the other team has to miss this free throw to even have a miracle of a chance. There ain't no way this game is going overtime.
Oh my god, I love watching these. Why isn't this like a show? ESPN, what in the fuck are you doing? You're so busy sucking off dudes that you could just be have transgender people throw fucking balls in a fucking hoop from half court. I would watch that. What would you call it?
History in NBA, college, and high school, there have been just some insane game winners.
That could be some really funny fucking names like that. Bro to God. Oh man. Alright. Is it illegal or is it bad to say transgenders? You can say transgender people. This was sick. This was fucking legit. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? It does have a little problem. What the fuck is that? Oh shit. Why don't they just do this? Okay. Yeah, Donald Duck on the floor. You know Donald Duck doesn't wear pants. Yeah, I could be in and out. Philadelphia, 4 seconds. Philly. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly, you fuck. That was Toronto. That was a team. 5 after his fight. That was sick. There's your Bankerina.
This crowd is stunned. Shall we live the show of a lifetime? Just like you draw it up. That's how you win a game.
Hey, sorry. That keeps waiting out there in the league. Fuck this shit. This is one game. Take my fucking shit. I like these. Awesome. 16 seconds. Just 16 seconds, right?
Makes it 3-point game. Raptors need a 3 here. Tie it and send it into overtime. They get the foul.
Oh my god, he almost kicked out of bounds. That was sick. What's it? Sandman and Jerome.
Nearly lost it. It is a run in the Raptors. In the Cool. Take away your dollar. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way down top.
You know what game I would watch? I would watch this. Well, there's this game called Knockout. That's really sick. Yeah. It makes you good at couple people. But it's a lot of fun. But yeah, everybody live for their basketball. Oh, it's good one. First guy shoots it. If he makes it, goes back out. If he misses it, he keeps trying to make it from wherever the ball goes. Second guy goes up to the first guy. If he makes it, then the first guy out. If the first guy makes it for the second guy, then he goes it on the line. And then the third guy goes. If he makes it for the second guy, then the second guy goes. And then he goes the third guy goes. Oh, dude. Oh, with other end. Thank you for the deep try. Oh, remember that Mavic? Yeah. You know who Jules Sterling? That's his place.
You'll be seeing that around the country. Jackson taking that shot from about 50 feet away.
And it's not the thing. Yeah, he's been talking about that brand for like 35 years. What was that shit right now? Yeah, but they need to make a machine that follows a ball. Yeah, that was go ball. Fortune back in. 3, 2, 1. Why aren't there any girls? Oh, they have. Yeah, let me go ahead and pass it. That's perfect. I don't know. That's just beautiful. Do it? Maybe it's just me.
Now if you thought some of these shots were crazy, check this video out. That's times NBA fans did something you wouldn't ever believe. The things people did were just insane. Check it out.
What is it? Yoshi. That was sick. I know. Good luck. Why isn't there a channel of just half-court shit? Or like that thing with the hockey? They active tuberculosis.
It's this giant facility where about 2 million packages go through a week. You've got about 2,000 people who work there, and of those people, they say 180
No,
of
no.
them
I
were
should know like for a
staff
piece.
members
Oh,
who
that,
had
that was sick.
tuberculosis.
Oh, she tell everybody. Maggie, how you been?
Consider tuberculosis fine, which I do. My mother was a lab technologist at all of the medical center up in Silmar, the hospital that collapsed. That was a tuberculosis sanitarium that the county had. And she was a lab tech. And by the time she left, or by the time it became a county medical center, there were 3 patients left. And that's it, in the whole facility. So she really misses those days when TB was rampant being 3 patients. So she'd come in, draw their blood, check under the microscope, see how many TB cells are there, and would have nothing to do the rest of the day for 15 minutes a day. Well, hopefully they have a children's wing, because also a kid gets positive for active tuberculosis at Raymond Tree Middle School in Palm Springs.
Was even some active tuberculosis girl. Fuck.
I wonder how many of those kids were vaccinated for TB. Because all the rest of us are. I mean, TB is one of the early baby shots. So, we'll see. It's really hard to get.
You have
It is
such
communicable, but
dick.
it's not
Motherfucker.
but if you get it, there are, when it was rampant, people moved to Southern California, they moved to Arizona, Nevada, because it was dry and you needed dry weather to be completely okay. Corral, he died of consumption.
President Biden says they are American in every way except for on paper, and he's referring to the thousands of immigrants brought to the U.S. as kids, specifically in DACA. They will be able to apply for Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act health insurance exchange. Now, he announced this yesterday, likely to get pushback, of course, from conservative leaders who say they don't want to expand any part of Medicaid, and especially looking into the areas of DACA. But at this time, the president says that those kids who are here illegally, brought in illegally, will be able to apply as of now for Medicaid and the Affordable Care.
Multiple police officers or anti-outbreak undocumented people, strong border security. Look at
Straight.
at what point you bring come over as a toddler. A lot of them don't even know they're illegal until they get driver's license when they're 16 and they get the shock of a life. Bring them in. Well, the Justice Department is going to take this whole abortion pill situation to the Supreme Court. That, according to Attorney General Merrick Garland yesterday, we're going to look for emergency relief from the Supreme Court.
That is not one person. No, I should be like that one person. Really? No, he'd be like, Mikey says this? Mikey says it. Yo, dog.
If a clear legal mind understands this case is not an abortion case.
Somebody's here. Share, please. Hi, dude. Hi. How are you?
And if they have clear legal minds up there, they very well could and should overturn.
Hi, how are you?
You would say so. You would say we're stuck because it doesn't.
Dude, we got people watching us. What up, babies? Want to see some shit? Check this out. We're gonna turn it on. This thing takes forever to turn on, like 1 minute, less than that. But it'll translate anything. Hi, how are you? Hope you are well. Dude, 3. It's crazy. This is crazy. Watch this. This is called a Pocket Talk, and it is amazing. Really? Yep. Check it out. Here it is. Here it is translating from English to Swedish.
Hold down the
Here it is translating English to Swedish. Here, this thing is translating English to Swedish.
Det här är att översätta engelska till svenska.
It translates any language at all. It will translate it.
Den översätter vilket språk som helst. Det kommer att översätta det.
Here it does Chinese or Spanish. Shout out to all the hot Latina chicks.
Un saludo a todas las chicas latinas calientes.
Latina chicks are hot as fuck.
Chica latina la más caliente. Mierda.
So then we could do China. Shout out to all the Chinese MILFs of the world.
向世界喊出所有中国牛奶。
This translates any language. So here it is translating to Chinese. Chinese is crazy. It's got all those ching chong things.
像任何语言一样的机会，所以这里是翻译成中文。中文太疯狂了，它有所有那些 冲的东西。
This is the biggest event in global history. Tell all your friends.
这是全球历史上最大的事件，告诉你所有的朋友。
Hope everybody's doing well who's watching this. I currently have 4 people watching. That is a world record. Woo!
Is it criminal for the woman also to undergo an abortion?
希望每个人都过得很好。谁的手表？我目前有4个人在看，这不是世界纪录。
The woman is not liable.
This thing is sick as fuck. SAF. Sometimes I say SAF because it's just easier than saying sick as fuck. Instead of saying sick as fuck, sometimes I say SAF. Aww.
They've been given 1 more month to fix their juvenile hall. It's the California Board of State and Community Corrections that is the
Why did I
oversight
get
agency
booted?
who has their foot on the neck of LA County with regard to these juvenile facilities, partly because, unfortunately, some of the guards in those facilities had their feet on the neck. So there's kids there. And this is an extension, okay? They've been under a declaration that the juvenile halls are unsuitable for the confinement of youth. As far back as September 21, the Central Juvenile Hall has received that designation twice, 2 years in a row. And I guess they're not making the kind of progress that they would like to see. They've given them 1 extra month, and then they say, we might actually shut you down. What happens? What happens when they're shut down? It goes into the general prison system, the general county system, so you get these kids going in there. And I guess they would be segregated, of course. I mean, they're not going to put them next to Bubba. You know, who's been there 14 times or all kinds of times. So I think, yeah, it's not pleasant stuff. Let's take a break. We'll come back and continue on with on the news. Jennifer Jones, live in the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
Police from LA and Banning say it took a lot of work to find the hit-and-run motorcycle rider who seriously injured a teenager in Boyle Heights.
The boy's legs had to be amputated. LAPD Detective Daniel Rivera says surveillance reformulated a crosswalk. They say while other cars stopped, the motorcyclist did not hit the boy and took off. Boy, I dreamed of being a professional basketball player. Like Troy, hey, I knew.
News is brought to you by James Accident Attorneys. A woman accused of driving under the influence revoked driver's license and was on probation for DUI. Police say the woman sat on several officers, restrainer,
What the
and
fuck does he say?
staff as well. We say it's beyond frustrating to see a repeat DUI
Shave,
offender
please?
continue
Dude,
to put
I already
innocent
did,
lives
dog.
in
Close mine
jeopardy
over
to
there.
recover. Now, the judge
Maybe I'll look at
yesterday
new
ordered
line
James to
faces,
get a
right?
new lawyer by April 24th and set a new hearing for April 28th. Jan's facing a dozen corruption charges linked to former city councilman Jose Huizar. The prosecutor says the bribes from developers in exchange for getting their projects approved at City Hall. These companies in the U.S. are being urged not to hire kids for dangerous jobs. The call from the Biden administration comes after an investigation over the past year found more than 100 kids working overnight for a company that cleans slaughterhouses handling dangerous equipment like bull splitters and razor sharp bone saws. Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack sent a letter Wednesday to the 18 largest meat and poultry producers, urging them to examine the hiring practices of their companies and suppliers. Jeff Lamar, KFI News. Thousands of cows have died in an explosion at a dairy farm in Texas. Officials say around 19,000 cows were at Southport Dairy Monday when the barn
Oh,
exploded.
good. That was
Texas
great.
agricultural
It was like 30
commissioner said
minutes.
it was the
Oh, yeah,
deadliest
yeah.
barn fire for cattle in the state's history. And a survey says about 100,000 nurses have left the workforce because of burnout.
Hundreds of thousands more say they plan to leave or retire in the next 5 years. About half said they were emotionally drained or used up either every day at work or a few times a week.
ABC's Lionel Moise says the survey by the National Council of the State Boards of Nursing shows how the pandemic led to burnout and stress in the medical field. We'll get a look at your drive on the 405 after Sports with Wayne. Daydream sensing Walker had
You're fine,
an
dog.
assist to lead the LA Kings
Man,
to a
my-
5-1 win over the Anaheim Ducks. The Kings face the Oilers up in Edmonton. Noah Syndergaard will start for LA. First pitch is set for 7:10. You get to listen to it in HD on the iHeartRadio app live from the Calvin Village broadcast booth. The Angels visit the Red Sox with Patrick Sandoval on the mound for the Halos. I'm Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports.
Big decision to sell your home. You've been holding off. You should have. Now you're increasing. Well, those days, they're flat or even going down. So, you want to pay. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. You go on the internet, just listed. You go to a real estate agent, they'll list it for you. 6%. By the way, they're going to bring buyers, prospective buyers. You can't be there to spotless. So the easiest way I know is going to directbuyers.com, and you're basically done. No one walks
Yo,
through your
I
house.
swear to God, it had 4 fucking viewers, and it said concurrent viewers. One.
Before closing to help with your move and having
Just like some chop. How you suck.
844-242-SELL. They'll never lowball you. Did I say that already? Call 844-242-SELL. Visit directbuyers.com.
SoCal weather from KFI.
What the
More
fuck?
sunshine is on the way this weekend. Today, though, it looks like we're going to have to wait for the gray to go away before that sun comes out later this afternoon. There is still a 20% chance of maybe just a slight shower this morning. Otherwise, more sunshine later in the day. Highs in the mid-60s, but we could see lower 70s for tomorrow.
May I ask why I keep getting booted?
80 by Sunday. 52 right now in Brea, 53 in Dana Point. Happy Friday, Jeff Law. What's up on the 405?
Thank you. Yes, this weather's weather and kicking our butts here all over. I'll take this away quick.
Server
It's
down,
actually at the 5 approaching the 405. I worded that badly. Sorry, Jennifer, but if you are coming through the new Old-Fast, it's better than it was a little while ago. There was 5 crashes down 5 to the 405 split. So they're clearing it now, and the delays are kind of going away. It was really damn sour compared to that merge there. But other than that, San Fernando Valley looking pretty good. The 405, the rest of it down to the 101. It's busy. You'd be shocked if it wasn't, but at least everybody's moving along. There's no terrible crashes to warn you about. East 101 out of Calabasas, that's all good over the Studio City and all that. South 170, South 5, we're off to a pretty good start. Really no problem. So there's a few problems I'm going to follow up on if you head this way on the westbound 105 getting in towards LA. The one around the 710, one before the 110, some more on that coming up. And I just want to remind you, the accurate Long Beach Grand Prix all weekend long in Long Beach. sideway between South Pine and Lemon Stroll and all that other nearby streets. And it's a cello party. We need sunshine this weekend. Stay by in the sky. Helps get you there faster. I'm Jeff. Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com. For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules.
Why do you keep getting food?
The tools of my trade.
Pool and room packages. Get a room, laser with a cabana, and 20 bucks in free play.
Unable to launch activity.
Call 888-YOLANDA today. Number 4, Safari Quest Giveaway. Get a watch with a chance to upgrade to a tour slot.
Wall Street bets.
Point on your reward card. 17th or 18th.
3.
Rod Schneider, Live 2026. Get tickets now.
And the number 2.
Yosh, no.
Because Ruffled Feather has the best chicken sandwiches in town. China, from the Inland Empire to the City of Angels. More people agree Morongo is the best place for good times.
Morongo, good time for everybody.
Legal representation can change the direction of your life. If you've been injured, 888-OPO-WIN.
KFI AM640.
And IR radio station.
AM640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Handle here. On a Friday, April 14th, we return to Handle on the news with Jennifer Wayne and me.
And I'm giving you a little inside baseball here, Handel. So this morning, I did a story on Wake Up Call about the science behind the earworm. So I'm just warning you that most of the songs I have a feeling that Tyler is going to play this morning are going to be earworm worthy. So
Why?
that one, which will be in your head.
Okay.
All right. So in this next story, we've got the gunman in the shooter in Louisville. He apparently, when he was in elementary school and high school, he was an athlete. His family says that there were 3 different times where he had major concussions. When he was playing football, and I think that he was playing basketball maybe in one. Let's see, 2 was an 8th grade football player, 1
They
is
should
a
have to tell
basketball
you.
high school freshman. Now, his family says that they are going to
Account
have
is too
his
young to feel
brain
loud.
tested for CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, which we find in a lot of football players. Did he have CTE? Is this what made him snap? I mean, I'm sure his family's wondering what it was, so I can see why they would want to be.
First of all, 3 concussions. I would, based on what I've read, that's probably not enough. I mean, you talk about football players, it's years of getting their bells flung, as they call it. They get dinged. That's one. And it's one of those things also, they have to autopsy the brain. Take the brain out of there and look at it. And remember we've heard stories, and many of them, where people look like they're dead, and all of a sudden they're not, and they wake up. Very few stories of people waking up with their brains out of their head.
Wall Street bets.
Very few. It's enough.
TV.
Thank you. Just wanted to give you some science there.
I wonder if the fact that the 3 concussions were right in a row. Because it was right through your freshman year.
Could be. But I would doubt that 3 would do it. I have no idea. I'm just speculating here. No idea. I'm not a doctor, although I play one on radio. And if they find CTE, then what? Yeah. Well, what is it? Takes all the morality issues out of it. Parents being accused of somehow parenting wrong. I mean, it's. If I were a family member, I would feel better.
I think it's strictly for the family.
Could be. So that they can say that's why he did it, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that that's why he did it. How many people are walking around with CTE who don't? This kind of violence is not part and parcel of having CTE. I'm going in that direction. Look, I gotta tell you something. You're not a doctor by training. But when it comes to this one particular issue of what people do, cannot do without raising, literally, physically, without raising their head, you have been spot on. Thank you. Thank you very much. The gun that was used by this guy is going to end up being auctioned off to the public, and the mayor of Louisville doesn't like it, but he has no choice because that is a law in Kentucky that was passed in 1998 that weapons seized must be turned over to the state, and the state auctions those guns off, and the mayor said the only thing they can do is turn the gun into the auction off. And well, it doesn't really matter, but somehow not being able to identify the gun as used in the shooting.
What is that thing called?
Becomes something that a lot of people want. Yeah, you know, if it's known, yeah, there's going to be a bidding war. Of course there would be. Also, Kentucky has one of the most pro-gun laws that exist in the United States. And if we talk about the AR-15 now, just utterly devastating, dangerous, beyond comprehension, this weapon is. And someone is shot.
All right, if you are a PG&E, SCE, or San Diego Gas and Electric customer, get ready for changes to your bill. Why? Well, because there's a new proposal that would add a fixed monthly charge that would be based on the income of your household. So, how it would look is, as far as PG&E, I do have this way. So if you earn less than $28,000 a year for your whole house, you would have a $15 a month fixed charge. 28 to 69,000, that bumps up to $30 a month. If you're over 180,000, $51 a month. Anything over that, sorry, that was up to. Anything over 180,000, you get a new extra $92 a month. They say that these are not new charges, but that they're restructuring the components of providing and delivering power. Or reconfigure.
Yeah, but I don't know how many utilities across the country do a means-tested utility bill.
Yeah.
This is fairly new. It's not based on how much utility, how much energy you use. It's the if you make enough money, you're going to pay this much more.
And what if you lose your job? What if you were making over $180,000 a year, then you lose your job and you drop down to somebody who's earning less than $28,000? When does PG&E or whatever get the? Who tells them? Oh, hey, Bob lost his job.
I think it's only me. Form on your monthly bill saying if you lost your job or whatever, you make an application.
That's cool.
You know, they can ask for your tax return. Although they can't ask for your tax return. So I mean, it's just unintended consequences. Here we go. Magic, and you just pointed one out. We'll come back and finish handle on the news on this Friday morning. Let's check in with Jennifer live in the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
It's another milestone for California's drought. More than 90% of the state is no longer dry. A top Russian diplomat says the Kremlin might be willing to discuss a prisoner swap involving Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. And the Washington Commanders may be close to having a new owner. Dan Snyder reportedly has accepted a preliminary deal to sell the football team for over $6 billion to billionaire Josh Harris, who is co-owner of the NBA's Philadelphia 76ers. We'll get a look at your drive with BKFI in the sky in just a moment.
If you own a small business and you got through COVID, and you have 5 or more employees that stayed with you through COVID, you are able to, you may be eligible to receive a tax refund up to $26,000 per employee. Do the math on that one. 5 times $26,000 minimum. Go to getrefunds.com. All you do is answer a few questions online. That takes under 10 minutes, and you'll see if your business qualifies for this payroll tax refund. No charge up front either. It's contingent.
What up, Vic Virtue Signaler, Space Cowboy? How are you?
And businesses of all types can qualify, aiding businesses to PPP money, nonprofits. Even if you had increases in sales during COVID, that's a surprise. They are experts in this little-known payroll tax refund program. Have returned $3 billion to businesses. In my business, a 6-figure refund. Go to getrefunds.com, click on the Qualify Me button, and answer those questions. Getrefunds.com.
SoCal weather from KFI should be mostly sunny later this afternoon, although we do have just a slight chance of a little more drizzle this morning. But highs today will be in the upper 60s indeed. This report is brought to you by Whole Foods Market. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places this time the 105.
You betcha. Good morning. If you just joined us now, we're in pretty good shape everywhere, but we do have a few problems to warn you about. Number one, going to LAX or any airport this morning on Fridays are really busy. West 105 no exception. Central before the 110 has been a crash. It's almost at the lanes now, but it's just plain slow. Really good. Eastbound, if you're leaving LAX, good. No problem there. Arcadia, Pasadena was talking about potholes for weeks. It seems we got another one, serious one, westbound 210 at Fulton Avenue. That's just past Santa Anita Racetrack. And to the east, some lane blocks, about a 2-mile backup. Now, once you get past the 250, it's really wide open. Be careful. Nearby the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jeff.
Reel in the seafood savings at Whole Foods Market. Sustainable wild-caught halibut for over 23% off its price for April 18th. Your one grocery trip away from fish and chips bliss or baked halibut perfection. Also buy glass. Shop in store or online. Terms apply.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Want to go for a walk?
Tired of walking. I want a car.
Go buy one.
I can't find one. There's no availability.
There is at Roto.com.
Really?
Yes.
Selected.
He finally listened. The wait is over. Find new and brand new cars available right now by downloading the Roto app or check out Roto.com.
The flavors, the textures, and the spice. There's some of my favorite food that haven't spoken. We've been on over a decade.
That is saying so much. You know what you eat? Wait, checking them out on
I don't think it is. It's Pork Report with Neil Savera. Tomorrow afternoon at 2 on KFI and on demand. Can't wait. AM 640 handle here and on Cruise Friday, April 14th. We finish handle on the news, so don't believe me. They're still there, by the way, people in this story, because I have a buddy who retired to this part of the country and gets up early enough that it's okay to bug him. And he went and looked. And if you're going on the Interstate 5 through Eugene, Oregon, you will still see a few dummies out by the side of the road, combing through the bushes. They're looking for cash. Cash that was thrown out of a car on Wednesday after, and this is a hell of a story, after a guy with legitimate legal joint access to the family's bank account cleared it out, went up to 5 and threw it all out the windows. Now, Wednesday and Thursday morning, the road was packed with people trying to pick up this cash. There really isn't any left. And the best part of the story, from a fascinating standpoint, is the police saying the most that they could do to this guy is give him a disorderly conduct charge because he had joint custody of that money. It was as much his money as anybody else's money, and if he wants to do that, he's allowed to do it. I thought it was littering.
Honestly, I did too. I did too. First thing I thought was throwing stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was a weird story.
So 2 days later, there are people.
Yes, he has some issues.
Right now, there's not a lot of them. Right now, there are people who think they're going to come across a stray dollar bill somewhere.
I wonder how much, there's no gold, but the first few people, it's like mining for gold. When gold is discovered, it's those first few people, or, in a pyramid scheme. You get in very early, you do really well. So, just wondering how well, 200 grand, that's a lot of money being thrown out. Unless it was quarters.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Disneyland has announced that it will hold its first official LGBTQ Pride Night June 13th and 15th, 9 to 1 a.m. It'll be called Disneyland After Dark. It goes on sale for tickets to April 20th. They're $139.
I have a question. They had 5 days at Disneyland years and years. But Coke throws the Christmas party every year at Disneyland. And pays money or whatever. They cut a deal, and it's from 9 to midnight. Same thing. Or 9 to 1 a.m. But you have to be employee of iHeart. This should show ID to get in. Now, you have to prove you are gay to get into Pride Night. Or is it only stated in traded gayness, and they take you at your word?
Oh my God.
No, it's a legal issue there. I think it's a legitimate legal issue. Except that they don't, by its own design, say that it's limited.
No.
I know, but it's Pride, so it doesn't, you don't have to. You don't have to lie. You can say whatever you are and go in. Here's what you have to have. Let me tell you, they're far more concerned about whether you have $139 on one point than what your sexual orientation or worried about flooding. Here's what's going on. The Army Corps of Engineers is releasing water from the nearby San Antonio Dam because of all the rain we've had. It was in danger of overflowing. But because there was so much rain, the same reason that they're doing this, the groundwater's already completely saturated. So when they release this water, it percolates up out of the ground. What
the fuck is this thing blinking?
And I'm assuming those people at the lower elevation are complaining, although I have no idea what the city or even the feds, the Army Corps of Engineers, can do about it.
Well, you know what's interesting? We're going to be able to find out because KFI's Blake Trolley is live in Claremont, where he grew up, by the way. And all right, that route between Irvine and Oceanside will finally resume next week after months of work that they did through San Clemente to stabilize that hillside there. So that's that passenger rail service through that area. And I think a lot of people, though, are saying, okay, great, we're glad that you shortened this up and that this route is once again open. However, a lot of people who live in this area are wondering, what the structural engineers are going to find in the long run when it comes to how much of that area all needs to be reshored up or whatever they have to do to make sure that a flag like this doesn't happen again.
In the long run, there will be nothing to shore up.
Well, there's that.
Reinforce. The word is reinforce. Who gets credit for short up?
Which is why I wonder, why would you spend $14 or $20 million in a beachfront Malibu on a house that's going to be on stilts, much like it is in Louisiana in the swamps? I mean, that's literally beachfront in the beachfront, the actual beach. And you're not going to see that. You ever been on that train? Kind of neat. So it's the Pacific train. Parts of it go inland, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I had no idea it was out of commission for months.
Yeah.
Now they're going to bring it back, and I suggest you guys grab it because it's not going to be around out that many years. Well, they can reroute it inland where it just becomes a non-Pacific view. Well, the other coast. Hundreds of people in the Fort Lauderdale area are in shelters after 2 days of rain. It's triggered a bunch of flooding. Would you like to know how much rain they got in a 24-hour period? I know you do. 25.91 inches of rain in 24 hours. Yeah, from Wednesday into Thursday. It's being described as a once-in-a-thousand-year incident. We've had a lot of once-in-a-thousand years, haven't we, the last few years? I think that's going to change the formula, but I mean, this is crazy. I've seen a video. Oh, yeah. The water.
So now, game winner. The message was delivered, yo.
Yeah, they have that video of
Sick.
Planes where the water is halfway up the wheels. And those wheels are pretty tall. Yeah. If you ever go anywhere near a plane. It's, yeah, a lot of water there. I mean, relatively speaking, we have been pretty lucky here. Even with the
what's that thing called? ViralRabbi?
Damage. A lot of potholes, and that seems to be the big thing. The potholes is going on. So that was our season. Don't worry about those.
There are these three guys who they went to LA Trade TikTok on this video that went viral, accusing some LA County Sheriff's deputies of use of force. These guys say that they were racially profiled and targeted by the deputies. So it was Monday, these three 19-year-olds said that they were walking to the store in South LA about 5:30, and earlier that day, the three of them had gone to their classes at LA Trade Technical College. They said that they had walked around the corner to the store and they were going to school that morning. They heard a car screech, turn left, but it stopped. It hit the brakes so hard that I turned around because it's kind of a dangerous neighborhood, they said, so I turned around to see who it was. He said the deputies had rolled down the window to speak to them. They said, "Come here." Really loud and aggressive, one of the guys said. And he says to them, "No, why do you want me? We're just walking to the store. We have no business with you." The guy says that the deputies then got out of the cruiser and approached them, and that's when one of them started recording. And the video shows the deputies walking up to one of these three guys, grabbing him by the arm. He says, "Freedom is right at all." He's still recording. They're asking, "Why are you arresting?" The video shows one of the guys with his hands in the air, not telling him what he's being detained for or anything. And so now this video has gone viral.
Yeah, a couple of questions about this. First of all, it was a legitimate stop. If they matched the description of both the individuals and the car was close enough.
It was part of it
Really?
earlier.
Yeah, so that's a legitimate stop. And I think the only complaint you can have with the police is because you matched the description of, and that's why we stopped you. Now, where are you going? Where have you been? And by the way, didn't read me my rights. It wasn't even close to an arrest. They don't have to read your rights just because they stopped you and questioned you. So
Do they have to tell you why they stopped you? Is that mandatory?
YouTube.
no, but they should have. I think it's the way I read it. Wayne, how do you read this?
Yeah, I think that well, the sheriff's department said that this one guy in particular matched the description of someone they were looking for, and if you start with an attitude, this is how it goes. And I'm not defending that aspect of how cops interact with people, but that's the reality.
So I'm going to give the cops a pass on this one. I don't think they did anything. Just responded to a guy that was just being jerky to them, saying,
Just being
"Why
jerky
are
is
you
illegal.
stopping me?" That is, again, the police, in my opinion, all they had to do is say, "Because you matched the description, now let's talk about where you've been and where you're going." All right, we're done. Coming up, that National Guardsman.
That match your description
top
bullshit.
secret documents, and a little bit of history on top of that. KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Whether you love it, hate it, or haven't made up your mind, we're glad you're here.
KFI.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
It's rising. I'm
My
Jennifer
dear.
Jones-Lee, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. As we just mentioned during Handle on the News, people in Claremont are trying to protect their homes from swelling groundwater. KFI's Blake Shirley reports live from Claremont. There could be several reasons for the rising water.
The city says reasons include water being released from the San Antonio Dam, snowpack melting from Mount Baldy, and overall saturation from recent heavy rainstorms. More than 20 homes are affected by the rising groundwater. This morning, large hoses appear to be running from at least
I'll give
one
you a
home to the street,
large hose.
likely from a pump system. Pumps and sandbags have been set up to protect homes. The city initially told people about the rising groundwater at the beginning of this week. Also working to speak to homeowners about possible concerns, frustrations, and even possible damage. Reporting live in Claremont, Blake Trolley, KFI News.
Police in Long Beach say a man fatally stabbed on a metro train appeared to be targeted by three people. One of them assaulted a man Wednesday before another stabbed him multiple times. The attack happened almost a week after the stabbings were reported on metro trains in the Hollywood area and near MacArthur Park.
Damn, girl.
Business owners in LA say naked homeless people around their buildings are creating a dangerous environment for clients and patients. Pediatric eye surgeon Dr. Kenneth Wright says he treats kids who are forced to walk by people who are nude and drugged
But
up.
they have bad vision, so I mean, it's like, yeah.
Over the past year, it's the first time it's been so bad like this. I feel bad for the homeless people. They have nowhere to go.
Wright says the city needs to step in and create what he calls
Feel
a
badly.
township to move the homeless while they seek more permanent housing. LA City Councilwoman Katie
Technology
says she lives near
companies like
San
the
Francisco
Alibaba,
and
Baidu,
Orlando
Tencent,
Avenue, that
they
intersection,
have
and that the
gigantic
conditions there
market
are
values. They're
unacceptable.
very
A
prominent in
nonprofit that
China,
helps the kids of first
not as
responders
prominent
killed or injured
outside of
while
China
on
as
duty
obviously in
has
China.
started a new mental
It's
health program in
not
the
that
LA
prominent in the
area,
United
being
States.
claimed to
Gigantic outside of
Killed in the 9/11
I don't know who the
China,
ninjas.
the United States, and everywhere.
We have helped
TikTok that enabled a Chinese-based company, parent company, at least,
I
outside
found
of
out I
China.
need to.
We think it's challenging to build a global company in general. But the best ones
And there's that one dog.
so far are ones that take very consistent global learnings and
That they indicted two former LA County Sheriff's deputies for illegally detaining a skateboarder in Compton and causing injury to the young man when the patrol car he was in crashed during the pursuit.
There it goes. Oh, that's so sick.
go to the local
Stop time.
countries that they are operating. So you need to be global and local at the same time.
Oh, it's not even coming. Yo, got it. Pick this fucking thing in there. And you know that. Dude, I don't want to listen to it though. Man, the mic vibration is so much. Fuck. We should just straight up give them $1 billion just for being sick as fuck.
And forget ghosting. Now you can be fickle.
The dating app hinge says fizzling is a bit more passive aggressive than simply disappearing, like with ghosting. Psychologist Dr. Jeff Gardier describes it as a very slow death of a relationship, based on the fact the person who doesn't want confrontation slowly withdraws. For the other person on the back burner, become less emotionally and physically available. Don't respond to texts or phone calls right away, and slowly, like a can of soda, losing its fizz, lets the relationship fade away.
Yeah, it's my whole life.
Amy King, KFIU.
Damn, girl.
We're going to look at your drive at BKFI in the sky after sports with Wayne. The Kings clinch third place in the Pacific Division after beating the Anaheim Ducks.
Add another account.
Adrian Tempe was the star of the night. Final score 5-3. The Kings will start round one of the Stanley Cup Finals against the Edmonton Oilers. That's on Monday. In baseball, the Dodgers are back to open a home stand against the Cubs. Noah Syndergaard will handle the start for LA. First pitch set for 7:10. You can listen to it in HD on the iHeartRadio app live from the Galvin Motors broadcast booth. Also visiting the Red Sox with Patrick Sandoval on the mound. I'm Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports. Unfiltered, fluorinated tap water is safe, and it just doesn't taste good. It just doesn't cut it. So let me tell you about the Likeforlike house water filtration. This is a filtering system, and it produces delicious, obviously very safe water straight from every tap in your house, and you can drink from the bathroom sink. It filters out chlorine, contaminants, retaining healthy minerals, and it tastes great. And a life source system is maintenance free. Once installed, just forget about it. You're done. Just enjoy the water. You're bathing, you're cooking, you're washing dishes, your clothes, you are obviously drinking in what is effectively bottled water, and boy, what a cup of coffee it is. And I've had a system for over 10 years. You can tell I'm enjoying it. And you can own a system for as low as $75 per month on approval of credit. This month ends April 30th. Call 800-803-2696. 800-803-2696. Visit likesourcewater.com. Likesourcewater.com. Taste and feel the difference. Your KFI Financial Update is sponsored by Jacoby and Myers. The Dow is down 10, S&P up 13, Nasdaq gaining 33, and the average price of a gallon of unleaded gas in California, $4.90. Don't wait. Maximize your compensation after an accident. Call Jacoby and Myers now. Justice for you since 1972. SoCal weather from KFI. Still gray this morning. The gray, man, it's just taking a hold on Southern California. We do have a 20% chance of, say, your temperatures being a little bit cooler today. A little bit of mist and drizzle are possible. Otherwise, though, highs today should just be in the upper 60s. We'll make it into the low to mid 70s tomorrow. Mid to upper 70s with more sunshine by Sunday. 54 right now in Irvine, 51 in San Clemente, 50 in Pasadena, 53 in Santa Monica. Let's get a look at your drive with BKFI in the sky. Oh no, more pothole talk on the 210.
It never seems to stop. Boy, oh boy, I tell you. Why do we have so many potholes after rain? But we do. Now listen up. Last time around, if you were listening, I mentioned this, it was West Lieutenant Baldwin. It turns out it's closer to Mitchell and Rosemead, which is just the next exit over, just a little bit past San Diego. But they're working mostly in the white ones, a couple of drivers that got flat tires in their cars, so it's a serious way to really just minor delays getting through the entertainment. So not too bad. Again, the rest of the basin looking pretty good. West 105 was covered. It was really kind of slow from the 710 all the way into LAX. Now it's just a little slow approaching the 110. And I want to remind you, a lot of fun this weekend. After Long Beach Grand Prix all weekend long. All of Long Beach club downtown and there by the beach. Seaside Way between South Miami, London, Shoreline, and some other nearby streets. And Coachella Part 1. We got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. AFI in the sky, help stitch it up faster. I'm Jeff Paul. This hour of the Bill Handel Show brought to you by Jacoby and Myers. If you get hurt in an accident, choose the law firm with the experience to win. Choose Jacoby and Myers.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates. It's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. This is Jacob and Ryan. If you've been in an accident, call 844-24-JACOB. More stimulating talk. Some people that changes in behavior, hostility, agitation, depression, or even taking are after stopping. Bill Handel. If you notice agitation, hostility, depression, or changes in behavior, thinking of mood that are unfavorable for you, stop Bill Handel and call your doctor right away. And now, here's Bill Handel. KFI, AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Handel here on a Friday morning, April 14th, as we continue with the program. Some of the stories that we are looking at, trending, Fort Lauderdale, the weather. Usually we talk about the weather here. Man, let me tell you what's going on in Fort Lauderdale. Almost 26 inches of rain in a 24-hour period. Described as a once-in-a-thousand-year event. If you look at the video, that is, they're inundated. And there's more rain coming today. Go to the sunshine. It's the sunshine state, isn't it? Or are we the sunshine state? We are in, what is Texas? Or excuse me, what is Florida?
That guy's actually
Holy fuck, my mother is. The whole state is full of Jewish yentas, old Jewish yentas. It's a yenta state.
Florida is the sunshine state.
I was
We are the
right.
golden state.
There you go. I was right.
Texas is the Lone Star state.
And don't ever do that to me again. Okay, that's one.
Sorry.
That's one. Okay.
How many do I get?
That was it.
Get mine.
That's actually your first one. So you get a pass. I'm the only one allowed to do that on this show. I don't want to let you know. The big story also, this has international implications, and that is the story of the classified intelligence leaks on the internet. And a fellow who was arrested, this 21-year-old Air Force Reserve enlisted man, very low grade in Air National Guard. And this is Cape Cod, Massachusetts, station. And he was part of an intelligence wing. I mean, he was the intelligence world. And if you look at the website describing this particular intelligence wing, it describes it as a mission to provide worldwide precision intelligence and command and control, along with trained and experienced airmen. Okay, so with that being said, he has access to all of this information, this highly classified information. And originally, he wasn't releasing it. He's part of this chat group on a platform, I think, called Discus, is that it? Where he shared with about 20 guys who were on there. They're gamers, a bunch of racists. They're super patriots, believe in God, think America's going to hell in a handbasket, typical stuff. And he at first said, I have access, and they didn't believe him. So he started sharing this intelligence information, and I mean, it is classified stuff. It includes the whereabouts, movements of high-ranking political leaders, tactical updates on military forces, insight to the foreign government to interfere with elections. I mean, it goes on and on. This is highly classified stuff. So the part that is whole thing made a huge deal of and should not be
is, oh my God, we're spying on our allies. So, you know, we're going to spy on the Russians. We're going to spy on anybody who's a perceived enemy, sure. But we're spying on our allies. They tell you, everybody stops spies on everybody. They are staunchest allies. There was a guy named Jonathan Pollard who, in the 80s, an American, who spied for Israel on military secrets the United States had. And he went to jail for 30 years, and Israel wanted him out, and it just never happened. He was finally let go after 30 years. Then he went to Israel and became a citizen, etc. But, and of course, Israel had a lot of explaining to do, Lucy, as we do the same thing. I mean, we spy on Canada, we spy on allies, we spy on everybody. And everybody, especially our enemies, of course, spy on us. So I don't know why that's a big deal. The fact that we are spying is common knowledge, especially today with spying being done mainly by intercepting your communications, by intercepting communications, especially against the Russians. And so that's the reality. Now, the trick is not to get caught, and this is what happened. They got caught. It was fairly easy for the authorities, once it was leaked, to backtrack and get them, and they knew almost instantly. And the other part about this, which I think is a really interesting story, this had nothing to do with spying. This had nothing to do with somehow wanting to undermine the security of the United States. This is not leaking to various sources around the world just to screw over us. Like, not at all. Not Manny. None of that. This is a guy who simply wanted to brag and show his buddies what a terrific guy he is, who has access to this stuff, and I'll prove it to you. I'm a big guy. He was actually head of this group. And it was just, my font is bigger than your font. And the secrets were, oh man, the fallout of this is just insane. Coming up, talking about the mental health crisis response. A lot.
Nice
We
group,
talked about it, without the cops, people show up. They call 988, I think is the number that's already out there. And you can call, and the response team shows up. No cops, social workers. Let me tell you how that's working out. Let's check in with Jennifer Jones-Lee live in the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
A potential $6 billion settlement to cancel thousands of student loan debts is moving forward after the Supreme Court rejected a challenge yesterday, but the settlement has nothing to do with the president's efforts to forgive student debt. President Biden does wrap up his 4-day trip through Ireland today. He's got to visit County Mayo, where some of his ancestors live. And a European spacecraft has been sent to explore Jupiter and 3 of its 18 moons. A rocket was launched today from South America carrying a robotic explorer named Juice that will take 8 years to reach Jupiter.
Juice? That was a good one. Deep Blue Sea. A fucking shock. Hate me.
Business owners are still there. One of the things I could never afford, you can't afford as an HR person. And you can suffer for it. I certainly have. There's an answer. Can you imagine being able to hire an HR person starting at only $99 per month? How is that possible? Well, that's with Bambi.com. With Bambi.com, you get your HR person.
Oh, dude.
It helps you deal with your HR problems, like writing HR policies, sexual harassment training, hostile work environment, terminations. This is where I got in trouble. People complaining about other employees got stinks down the hall. Yeah, you got to be careful about that. With Bambi, you get access to your own dedicated HR manager available by phone, email, real-time chat. Go to Bambi.com, type in KFI under the radio drop-down when you sign up. Bambi, B-A-M-B-E-E, Bambi.com.
SoCal weather from KFI is a great start to the morning with still just a very slight chance of some mist and drizzle out there. Otherwise, times today are going to be in the upper 60s to right at 70 with more sunshine this afternoon. Let's get a look at your drive with BKFI in the sky and the 101 through Hollywood.
We've had a little bit of a problem when I'm walking that. Now, the Hollywood freeway north and south has been in pretty good shape, not to worry there, but this is just northbound problem. Pretty much the start of the Coinga Pass right outside the Hollywood Bowl, or maybe on the top of the hill, so sorry, but got reports of a car on fire, so that word on, of course, fire department that's been up there already, they will be, so
A little slow going through the claims there. Southbound again, it's still in pretty good shape. North 5 is
All right, Doc.
really slow getting through the 605 from the 91 up to the 605. That's good. From the 605, let's say you're delayed. It's a little slow here and there, but really not too bad at all. Leaving Calabasas, a little bit of a problem. I'll check on eastbound. It's slowing, approaching Tampa. But after that, you're in fine shape, really, all the way over to the 134.
We can make it smaller.
Helps get there faster. I'm just lost.
Your new Toyota Camry is here. Your new RAV4.
We'll make it
Your
easy.
new Tacoma. The Toyota that you've been looking for is at your Toyota dealer now. Take home a bold new Camry and explore the
Dude, that was sick. I'm like, I made them all small, and everyone was like, oh, Dortmund. Sick.
For great deals on your new Toyota, see your dealer today or visit Toyota.com. We make it easy.
Toyota.com is Toyota Central for all things Toyota. At Toyota.com, you can get the latest product information, compare models. You can search our inventory, find a dealer near you. You can even check out all
Hey, Chill Zone. Remember when your friends would call you Chill Zone? Like, yeah. Is it your favorite?
Toyota, let's go places. Diversifying your portfolio with an alternative investment that isn't tied to the stock or housing markets, that's golden. Legacy Precious Metals has a revolutionary new online platform that allows you to invest in real gold and silver online. That's right.
So sick.
You can open an account, select your
My
choice, and choose to have it stored
My
in
game
vault
is so
or
sick.
shipped to your door. You'll have access
Just
to
in
a
case.
dashboard where you can track your
Just in
portfolio close to real
case.
time, anytime, and see transparent pricing on each coin and bar. This puts you in complete control of your money. Metals' new platform allows you to make investments in gold and silver, no matter how small or large, with just a few clicks. And it's free to sign up. Create your account online at buylegacygold.com, buylegacygold.com, or talk to Legacy Precious Metals directly by calling 866-691-2173. Do you know what the three biggest problems are that people have with most
Yo,
products? Think about it for a minute.
insects is one.
They don't come when they say they will. They charge you more after the job than what they quoted to a crime. And they don't fix the problem right the first time. Let's have that kind of aggravation. At Service Champions, our partners are different. We'll be there in town, right when we say we'll be there. We'll give you
Well, you already have that thing going. Gosh.
all of our plumbing services are backed for happy when you promise.
So now you're just gonna stream this without your shit? It's too minimalist.
Our number is
Oh, man.
833-737-7777.
Yeah, shit. Oh, going. Oh, that's a great point.
Or find us online at servicechampions.com.
Yeah, I know. Plumbing, heating, AC. Okay. Deeds for free.
Hey, it's Steve Gregory.
It's a pleasure.
Interviews aren't only interesting, they're making an impact. The word is getting out there.
Video game
Shared on your show and soul.
things would be a thing like they had in fucking
The only show that's kind of
360 camera.
California.
What was it? Video game buses would be a thing. Or like a kid's birthday.
Anytime on the iHeartRadio.
Really? Yeah, I don't. Where, so you take a bus, a bunch of video games in it?
AM 640, Bill Hill. It is a Friday morning, April 14th. And some of the stories we are covering, as I said, Fort Lauderdale, it's just being inundated in Florida. It has rained like they've never seen. And the leaking case, we have some information about it. We talked about God and guns and war secrets. And a 21-year-old kid wanted to show how important he was. And huge intelligence leak. But before we get started on the mental health crisis story, $1,000. Just enter the nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. That's Bills, BILLS. Enter now at KFIAM640.com/cash. Powered by Sweet James Accident Attorneys. If you're hurt in an accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James. 1-800-9-MILLION. That's 1-800-9-MILLION or sweetjames.com.
Wait, this one. This one I can do pretty easy. Good. Good. Oh, no, you're like, no. Hey, dog. Really?
We do this every other hour, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Over the years, we have been talking and how too many people get shot and get into altercations.
Oh, look at this one. Yeah, I was telling the story. No, Mike, it was really very interesting. And women over. It's just a beautiful thing. Like straight up hotter than 20-year-olds. I mean, somebody like he was legitimately thinking that I was hotter than I was when I was 20. I was like, fuck yeah, girl. All right, are you done?
You can obviously tell that they're nuts. And we've all seen people that are, and it's a heartbreaker, certainly not their fault, that are mentally ill. You know, you feel sorry for someone with cancer or someone with a broken leg or someone who has a very heavy injury. And somehow there is a morality to people who are mentally ill and severely mentally ill, especially if you see them talking
Oh, it's great point.
walking in the middle of the street. I mean, it's tough. It really is.
I really like that. Yo, yeah, it's a great point.
Well, that's not what the purpose of 988 is.
Oh my God.
And they're going to connect you to a mental health practitioner. It's a whole different division.
Is that a Where's Waldo?
Okay. So
It's
that
close.
being said,
It was damn near close.
it was, as a matter of fact, just to let you know, this has been going
I
on
saw it.
since
I swear to God, I saw it. Blade, you didn't see it.
not so much mental health practitioners going out, but the police getting involved, de-escalating, and then realizing these people aren't a threat and moving them in a 5150 to a facility or calling an ambulance. So the whole concept has been around for a long time. It's just really speeded up. So 989 is the hotline. This is who you call. If you would normally call the police and the person that you're calling about seems to be off his or her rocker, you can go ahead and call this number. And on the day before it went live, this is July 15, 2022, the LA County Department of Mental Health said, okay, we are ready for a seamless rollout. And the services would include trained psychiatric mobile crisis response teams who can be connected through the 988 line when necessary. And the county would have privately contracted teams so that crisis therapists could respond 24/7, and it was 18 hours a day before that. And if someone had a real problem between those times, or in the window, that was a problem. So here we are 8 months later. None of that has happened. Hotline workers cannot directly dispatch health teams. As a matter of fact, if you call now, let's start with the fact that you're not connected directly to the teams that go out or the department that sends out the teams. No. Crisis counselors who answer the 988 hotline, what they do, they can't dispatch emergency teams. They transfer the call to a separate county hotline, same one you can call, and
Are you done?
organization can often send out workers. So you're not even
Why?
talking directly to anybody.
Could have been a deep fake.
911, you're talking
That's how much I said already. Da da da. We come from what's here. Go the fucking monster. This hack was being
then they're going to decide.
Go
To
fucking.
give you an idea
Go fucking right.
of how
Send an
long it takes,
innovation. Fucking let's shut.
in 9 out of 10 cases, the mental
Shit
health workers
happens.
take more than an hour to show up. 9 out of 10 cases. Over half of the time, the teams take more than 4 hours
What movies
to
are
show
still
up.
learning that?
And in some cases, days to show up.
Look at that shit.
This thing simply is not
Is
working.
he really from Chicago?
And there have been calls to scale this thing up.
No,
And there's even money out there. The feds have in fact spent over $1 billion around the country for this specific kind of program. But
it's from Evanston, so he says he might not from Chicago.
or can't get it
Don't
up
tell
to
me from
speed.
Chicago.
Why? Well, one is establishing the bureaucracy, even though it's supposed
So
to
if
be
you're
seamless.
a thing,
I mean, there's not even a technology lack of training people. They just can't get people. And who's fault is that? That's not theirs. That is not a management issue.
Ghostbusters.
So as of right now, in California, there are 13 of these centers.
After, alright.
Around the country, there are 200, and that's it.
Just how many chicks?
And so this is really questions, much like a 911 dispatcher asks you questions. You know, is he breathing responsive. So basically, how nuts is she or he? Talking to himself, a threat, carrying any kind of a weapon, where up and down the street, attacking cars. So I guess someone makes the call. It's just that I would think it's very, very difficult to make a call as to the state of someone's mental situation versus someone has a knife. That's an easy one. Someone has a weapon. That's an easy one.
On 10 pounds, he was convicted and sentenced to probation.
Who doesn't
On
act
10
strange?
pounds?
I mean, I walk up and down these halls, and you could call 988 in 2 seconds on me. I mutter to myself. I bump into the walls. I have no balance. So
How bad was that?
not yet. And there's
Well,
nothing
then
to happen because we have to reach the point where the cops,
Big Apple
if
circus.
not utterly necessary, should not be at, or only if necessary, should be at these calls for people that are mentally ill. Because what happens is it escalates too quickly. And that is one of the big reasons. Is mentally ill people don't respond. And how is a cop going to know someone is mentally ill? You're called, someone has a weapon, a shooting takes place, and the family goes, he was mentally ill, they should have known that. No. So a lot of de-escalation is in place. The most expensive trailer park in the country, maybe in the world, is right here in Southern California. And what a story that one is.
Is it?
And then Jim Keeney up at 8 o'clock. KFI AM 640.
Is it,
live
Huntington
KFI
Beach?
24-hour newsroom.
Police from LA and Banning say it was a painstaking effort to find the motorcycle rider who seriously injured a teenage boy in a hit-and-run crash in Loyal Heights.
There was so much time, effort put into this case.
LAPD Detective Daniel Ramirez says the boy's leg had to be amputated after the crash last month. Police collected evidence from the crash scene, infested homes and businesses. They processed tips from the community and used surveillance video to track down the rider. He was arrested in his hometown of Banning earlier this week. Police say the crash was avoidable and the rider should have stopped.
Oh, it's
A
another.
motion claims an OC sheriff sergeant spied on an inmate's privileged jail cell calls and then filed new charges based on what he heard. Assistant Public Defender Scott Sanders says Sergeant Matthew LaFleur clearly knew the calls were privileged because the lawyer called him out by name.
Throughout those calls, he is hearing communications about what's happening on the case. He's hearing communications about decisions on the case. He's hearing everything.
Inmate phone recording scandal at jails in OC. The OC sheriff says the motion is being investigated. News is brought to you by American Vision Windows. Train tracks in South Orange County that slid toward the ocean have finally been stabilized so passenger service between Orange and San Diego counties can resume.
$1 billion defense supplying for $4 billion to 11 miles of track to be moved inland to escape coastal erosion. Nearly 3 million intercity passengers and 5 million commuter passengers each year. UC Airlines Professor Brett Sanders says 100 years of satellite images and aerial photos show beaches shrinking near the tracks in San Clemente till 2015. This marks the beginning of a rapid decline of the beach, likely a combination of higher than normal sea levels associated with the El Nino of 2014 to 2016, and also big swell waves that came in during Hurricane Marie in 2018. Corbin Carson, KFI News.
Former President Trump has appeared in court in New York in connection with a civil lawsuit against him and his namesake company. Aaron Kaczynski says Trump answered questions for about 7 hours yesterday when in August Trump pleaded the fifth hundreds of times.
Why he took the different approaches, attorneys did not make clear, but in civil cases, jurors can draw an adverse inference when defendants decline to answer questions.
New York Attorney General Letitia James filed a $250 million civil lawsuit alleging Trump has taken
What
some
the hell
corporate
is on
execs
this motherfucker's
fraudulently inflated Trump's net worth. A drug manufacturer has asked the Supreme Court to preserve access to its abortion drug without restriction. Danko Laboratory filed its emergency request with the High Court this morning,
Don't you
less
like
than
how
2 days
Noah
after
came
an appeals court ruling added restrictions. And the Biden administration has urged meat processors to stop using kids, child labor for dangerous jobs. The call comes as an investigation found more than 100 kids worked overnight for a company that cleans a slaughterhouse. We'll get a look at your drive with BKFI in the sky. We'll update the 101 after sports with Lane.
Adrian
I love how
Kemp, the Anaheim Ducks. The Kings face the Oilers in again on Monday for round one of the Stanley Cup playoffs. In baseball, Dodgers are back to open a homestand against the
go get
Cubs.
Coachella?
Syndergaard will start for LA. First pitch is set for 7:10. You can hear it in 8 on the iHeartRadio app live from the Galvin Mills broadcast booth. And the Angels
All
missed
these,
the Red Sox with
I've never heard of
the ball
any of
on
these
the mound.
breeders. Oh, really? They suck. That's okay. Maybe you. Dinner party manager. Eric Pride, like, how long? Maybe, yeah, that guy. You know, okay, Paris, Texas. Jake Paul, that's fucking bullshit. Student archives, college lucrative. No one is coming and typing Coachella sucks and shit.
Here's a suggestion. This is a personal suggestion. Is you may want to visit handleonthelaw.com. Why? Because I set this up years ago because I was asked constantly, where do I go? Send me a lawyer, refer me. So I set up handleonthelaw.com. Lawyers who are experienced, lawyers who know what they're doing, lawyers who actually pay attention. Lawyers who pay attention to me. I call if there is any kind of an issue. That's handleonthelaw.com attorneys.
Starter pack. Oh, wow.
Slip and fall, car
Class
accident.
of 23, so
You may want to call them.
where are the Rock? Joe Rogan show. Whatever.
That's handleonthelaw.com.
The weather from KFI starts out gray again. It looks like there is still a slight chance of some
Yeah,
drizzle
I'm
or
tight.
light
It's good,
shower
but
out there. That'll burn off though as the
that's
day
his
goes
room,
on
man.
with more sunshine later.
See about
Highs up
bungalow.
near 70. We'll
Where's
make it into
the,
the low to mid 70s by tomorrow, mid to upper 70s. Drive on the 101.
What happened to Coachella? You're like 37 now. Oh my god. Oh, this shit is true.
Has a house right there, so I'm sure they're on scene. But the backup is kind of serious. It's already about a 1 mile solid backup, so we know they have some lane block there for sure. Now, southbound drive is still in pretty good shape, leaving the San Fernando Valley, place to looking, of course, coming through the Calanca Pass, but a pretty good drive. Down to the Big City, LA, there are over something going on there. Westbound Santa Monica Freeway to 10. At Arlington, we got what was the fast lane, fast no more, but you'll have to stop all traffic to get it out of your way. So that's slowing things down, going out to the 405.
Oh, she think anybody's in this?
It's still a pretty good drive. The northbound 405 from Seal Beach all the way up to the airport. Only slow getting through the 710. And the 710 itself is in fairly good shape if you're southbound.
Coachella.
About the 105 from there through the 405.
Starter pack show thing.
KFI in the sky, up to
Times
faster.
more to
Jeff Long.
What's wrong? When I look at my banking app, I think I'll never afford a car. Ugh. So look at Roto.com. They have tons of deals and a great selection. Check it out. Wow, great prices. Ugh. Now what? I gotta decide what color to get. Find a newer pre-owned car of your dreams.
Oh, dude. Yeah, she's telling the story. Yeah, she goes, mine. I was over here like, no. I'd be like, yo, I don't know how keep it going, signature. How Ferdinand
I love that it's down with hands down, my favorite. I love that it teaches you phrases you can use.
I thought that bitch came up with something called
It
Major.
has the best
Tell me
inflecting
it's
signal.
amazing.
It tells you how accurate your
50
pronunciation
years.
is. So you can really nail your
Really
accent.
fly.
In almost any language you
Ferdinand
want.
Magellan.
Spanish,
Like
Italian,
all these guys were
Chinese,
fucking
and
like
Korean.
slave
Or
owners and
access
shit.
all
I'm like,
25 languages for life.
so
With Rosetta Stone's
not
lifetime
that. That's
unlimited subscription.
oh my god. I didn't know
Stone.com. Every
that
NBC Films presents a new 6-part original series
the
for NBC
Strait of Magellan was such a
hosted by John
bitch.
Leguizamo. Leguizamo Does America, beginning Sunday, April 16th at 10 p.m. Eastern on
It's
MSNBC. And
up.
streaming on Peacock. Come on, let's
It's really
go.
complicated. Oh, look at that. Part of it gets cut.
With funding in as little as 72 hours. TRTC loans keep your business going with interest-only payments for up to
Look at that
12
name
months.
go like
For
that.
info, call
She likes me sick. Pyramid anytime.
800-381-0187. Go to businesscredit.com/TRTC loans for full terms and conditions.
At Ralph, we want our fresh produce to meet your expectations, which is why we're dedicated to doing up to a
Never seen a
27
Teddy
level
Roosevelt.
inspection on our fruits and veggies.
I was imagining. Oh my god, they went really far.
Milky oranges and crisp carrots reach our shelves. Because when it comes to fresh, our higher standards mean fresher produce. Ralph, fresh for everyone.
And,
Save even more on your favorites. Simply mix and match 5 or more participating items and get them for just
is that thing still
99
saying it?
during our 99
A great point.
going on now.
Oh,
Southern
cool,
California
man.
Edison wants to remind you that we all have the power to make a clean energy California. Voice of the people, for better or worse. John and Ken's Moist Line, twice every Friday between 3 and 4.
Moist line? I thought it was called the voice line. Are they saying moist line?
Handle here on a Friday morning, April 14th, as we continue the program. Some of the big stories we're covering. The biggest one, of course, is the dissemination of the highly classified information that was put up on the net by a 21-year-old airman out of, I think it was,
Because you hadn't been there long enough.
and the information just flowed out of that. They're arrested. Just repercussions are insane. Now, I want to talk a little bit about real estate. I love talking about real estate. For some reason, there's a thing about
Is it bad if
real estate.
you
I
want
always
to come in
jump
and
into
get some
housing,
outside?
market, cost of housing, mortgage rates. So I want to share with you a place that is fairly unique here in Southern
Stupid
California.
ass. Okay.
It's called Paradise Cove. It's up in Malibu. And it's basically, most of it is on a bluff with panoramic views that are over the Pacific Ocean. Also, there's beachfront there, direct access to a secluded little cove where you can see surfers. And this is where billionaires buy houses. The waterfront. Hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm talking about an individual house. Right? 40 million, 100 million, 120 million. I mean, it's really crazy. Well, above that is a housing development where you can get a place for $5,000. What is that about? In Malibu for $40,000 or even $300,000. What is that about? It's trailer park. That's it. The trailer park. And it is the most expensive trailer park in the United States, probably the world. And if you go there, it's kind of an eclectic place. You go there and you see these ramshackle trailers, single-wide trailers that are falling apart, that have been there for decades and decades. And right next to it is the most luxurious trailer you could possibly find, and it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. So how do they go for, in some cases, millions of dollars? There's one listed for almost $6 million right now. Well, let me tell you, you live there, you go to a house near there, for $10 million. And here, you get a place overlooking the ocean, Paradise Cove, for $400,000. Who's not going to jump on it? Well, it's a long list of people that would certainly do it. Now, there's a couple things about trailer parks. You don't own the land. What you do is you own the trailer on top of the land. And the trailer's not a trailer, it's a vehicle. So your property taxes are basically vehicle registration. And you can have a hugely expensive property, and all you got to pay is vehicle registration. So that's an upside. Also, at some point you have rent control, and you do up there, but they can't raise the rents too much. I think the high-end rate is $4,000 a month, which if you talk to anybody in a normal trailer park and say, we can't afford $4,000 a month, I live in a nice double wide. I would live in a double wide, depending where, and depending on, some of those are spectacular. You know that.
Beautiful.
And the interior designers actually go inside. But some of them are real pieces of this family that now owns it and bought the 60s, I think, for $150,000, which was big money, but it made a lot of sense. Just a quick aside here, one of the best people I know very, very well. Electricity, and you're getting the rent. Sometimes in the real pricey ones, you put a clubhouse in the middle, where you have TVs and showers, ping-pong tables, and that sort of thing. Paradise Cove, great place to go.
Yeah.
Wildlife tips, but in a way that you really don't know, or maybe you're a huge fan, and this is just plain fun on a Friday. It's Fun Friday Facts. You gotta come up with something new here. Let's check in.
That was good.
Thank you. Let's check in with Jennifer Jones Lee live in the Campfire 24-hour newsroom.
And the facts are free. From that, the March retail
Yeah, that's
sales
very
report.
strong. Party free facts
There you go.
on a Friday. And if you're from
For all you frumpy folks.
very strong. I think we can keep on going with that one for a while. So why don't we do the news instead? That was my fault too.
The March retail sales report shows retail and food sales across the U.S. were down 1% from the previous month. The drop was actually bigger than expected. The biggest declines were at gas stations, and General California is up a couple tenths of a cent to $4.90 today. Up from yesterday, I know. Workers at Meta are saying boo about the loss of perks like free cafeteria food and breakfast cereal. In January, Meta laid off 126 cafeteria workers at its headquarters in Menlo Park in the Bay Area. And some of music's global superstars are going to be right here in the desert in SoCal this weekend. Puerto Rican sensation Bad Bunny, we got K-pop phenomenon Blackpink, LGBTQ icon Frank Ocean, all of them are headlining.
Those are big. Frank Ocean, Blackpink, Bad Bunny. I did not know that's what he was doing. No offense to those fucks. They suck. But... All right, it's your last sleep. Before... Well... Hey, no, it's not my show. Sons of bitches. God damn it.
Well, let me suggest JobGet. JobGet is different.
Yosh.
With JobGet, your top candidates already have the skills you need. You're only talking to candidates in your
That is
area.
creep.
And your
It wasn't even a creep. I know. But it was. Man, I'm not even a nice one.
And also reminding them that their interview with you is coming up. So you're talking to a legitimate person, obviously. Office assistants,
I know you're
managers,
on one.
cleaning,
Don't ever
maintenance,
forget that one, kids.
associates,
That one's
retail,
sick
it
as
goes
fuck,
on
and it just pisses off your enemy.
Try it for
I know, I want
absolutely
money.
free. A free job post at jobget.com/handle.
I know. You are. But what am I? You suck. I know you suck.
We've got a great start to the morning with a slight chance of some mist and drizzle. Otherwise, later in the day, more sunshine is expected. Might will make it back up into the upper 60s to right at 70. This report is brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Let's get a look at that drive on the 57.
And I'll follow up on that too, by the way. Free Friday tax for free.
Damn, bitch.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Be here all day. I'm in Florida, and it's a good report. I mean, you don't get to listen to this too often, but the South 57, West 60 merged, and all that. That's kind of slow. You expect that, but it's the good news. Up and over the hill, it's a good drive all the way to the 91, to southbound 55, close to Mesa Freeway, if you will. It's slow, 22 down towards the plaza, but not to that. The Eldora wide, 5 to 405, a split merge, depending on direction. All of that is good. Now, here's the bad one. Sorry. But the eastbound 91, it's a crawl now from the 71 out to the 15. That's a good 4 or 5 mile stretch.
Yes, no, I
I
thought that.
want to make the call, but it's starting to clear.
Yeah.
More on that coming up. Air fire in the sky. Help get you there faster. I'm Jeff Plum.
Reel in the seafood savings at Whole Foods Market. Sustainable wild-caught halibut.
Oh, shit. What's about halibut?
April 18th. You're one grocery trip away from fish and chips bliss or baked halibut perfection. While supplies last, shop in store or online or terms apply. This report is sponsored by El Monte RV.
Do you know what RV stands for? Is it relaxing vacation, road villa, a kid that is grad vehicle? And El Monte RV, they stand for quality and safety for your family. Grab life bubble Liam and make some
They should have bad Bob.
at ElMonteRV.com.
Growing a business brings time. They feel fresh spin.
Yo,
Or
can I want to
solutions
check
and
it over?
prosperity. They put over 35 years of HR service and technology to work, offering my employees competitive benefit options while lightening my HR load. Engaged people empowered to be their best, overcoming obstacles.
Hey, Carla,
With
Dusky.
Insperity, nothing seems impossible.
Maybe not.
Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
Ding. Yoshi.
Lost your cat up the street.
You lost your cat up the street? God damn it, Yoshi.
Thanks, kid. Here you go.
Yoshi, do it again.
What? Oh, no, your mom and dad called us to clean out your shower drain.
Why?
They were up a tree too.
Really?
Your dream was really far, backing up, and we have to stop that nasty stuff from invading your basement.
So you're a hero?
Try to be every day. We're rooter heroes.
Wow.
We make sure you live in a safe, clean house. So long.
Thanks for asking, George.
It's what a hero does.
Oh shit.
If you have a clogged chain, call ViralRabbi. U.S. Bank ranks #1 in customer satisfaction with retail banking in California by J.D. Power. Since California is home to most award shows, we present safety speed. Californians everywhere research how to help you plan, budget, and save smarter. Our goal tracking and budgeting tools would have no place to shine at the work for you, and we can't thank you enough for that. For JD Power free award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Number FDIC.
Hey, Team Sharp, now is the perfect time for that new Jerusalem kitchen because the best place for kitchen cabinets in all of Southern California, the Kitchen Store, is having its big sale. The Kitchen Store is right off the 405 in Culver City with 12-month sales and financing, pricing that beats the big box.
Is this not playing or like it sucks?
Console with an extra kitchen
Oh, play
designer
psych.
happening right now.
Should
The
say
big
psych.
sale. So start your new kitchen right by dialing 310 Kitchens. That's 310 Kitchens and jerked around by the economy. Well, turns out you're right. We have that this week as well as a look at the U.S. versus China trade war. We're not quite prepped for this just yet. This Sunday afternoon at 2 on KFI, AM 640, and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
Your name Eileen, you're on this.
Hi, AM 640 Handle here. It's Friday morning, April 14th.
In the days when Columbus sailed the ocean and Da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa, a German banker named Jacob Fugger became the richest man in history. Maybe you've heard of him, but usually his name gets blank stares. His influence rests on what he did for Austria's Habsburg family dynasty. When Fugger made his first loan to the Habsburgs, they didn't even have Vienna. By the time he finished, they had half the known world. While they got the titles, Fugger got the money. His biggest client died poor as ever known. Most people become rich by spotting opportunities, pioneering new technologies, or besting opponents in negotiations. Fugger did all of that. Through a mix of gumption and instincts, had unlimited power. Fugger had the nerve to stare down the heads of state and ask them to pay back their loans with interest. One of his sneaky financing schemes provoked an outraged Martin Luther to start a reformation. In his biggest contribution to finance, he got the Pope to legalize money lending. He financed Magellan's circumnavigation, the first clash between capitalism and communism. In The Richest Man Who Ever Lived, the author Greg Steinmetz, for the first time, gives Fugger his Greg Steinmetz. Okay, so this book was actually recommended to me by my friend Eric Jorgensen. Eric is the author of the book that I covered on Founders number 191. It's one of my favorite books. It's the Almanac of Naval Ravikant. I think it's key for anybody trying to build a business in the age of infinite leverage. There's a ton of great ideas in that book. If you haven't listened to it, obviously read the book, but go ahead and listen to, make sure you go back and listen to episode number 191. And this is what he said about the book that I'm Jacob. I'm going to call him Jacob instead of Fugger. You'll see why when I read this message from Eric. So he said Jacob invented double entry bookkeeping. He had a similar fast information network advantage like the Rothschilds. So I'm going to talk a lot about how Jacob reminded me of what I learned about reading the two books on the Rothschild. And then they call Jacob the German Rockefeller. And you'll see there's a lot of he had a lot of things in common with the Rothschilds and Rockefeller. So he had a similar fast network advantage, just like Rothschild had. He was as powerful as the Pope. In fact, he bribes multiple popes throughout the entire book. This book is absolutely insane. The events that take place in the book happened 500 years ago. His financing, Jacob's financing, was decisive in a number of wars, and he knew it, and he auctioned his influence to essentially win the war. At his death, his net worth was 2% of Europe. That's why the author makes the case that he's the richest man that ever lived. There's lots of good nuggets on Germany and European history.
And I was just struck by the amount of violence that's in the book. It was just mind-blowing. He was generous to some degree, but he did create social housing that is actually still in use to this day, which is really remarkable. And then here's why I want to call him Jacob instead of Fugger. It's very likely that he was the root cause, the etymology. It's just a very unique time. They consider Jacob probably the first capitalist, at least the first capitalist that ever did it on the scale that he did it. And it's really important. It's rather unlikable. At least that's the feeling I had when I finished the book. But part of this is like it's kind of a struggle to put into context, like the historical context of when he was operating. So I want to just pull out a couple pieces here because I think if we do this right at the very beginning, kind of adds the important historical context that we need to understand the story and maybe why he made some of the decisions that he made. So it says Jacob wrote collection letters all the time, but the 1523 letter was remarkable because he addressed it not to a struggling fur trader or a cash-strapped spice importer, but to Charles V, the most powerful man on earth. Charles ruled an empire that was the biggest since the days of ancient Rome and would not be matched until the days of Napoleon. And so this is like, I would say it's Jacob's most infamous letter. He sits down and is like, hey, Charles, I know you're the most powerful man on earth, but you owe me money and you owe me interest and you need to pay me now. So I read the entire letter. It's actually reprinted later on in the book. I think this sentence right here is the one that is probably the most like ballsy that he had to do. He says, it is well known that without me, your majesty might not have acquired the imperial crown. You will order that the money which I have paid out with the interest shall be paid without further delay. And so why did that require so much nerve? Because these are people that would just chop your head off and kill you at the slightest little insult. Nerve was central because business was never more dangerous than in the 16th century. Cheats got their hands cut off or a hot poker through their cheek. Deadbeats would rot in prison. Bakers got dragged through the town to the taunt of mobs. And money lenders faced a clueless fate. So Jacob was involved in a number of businesses, but the best way to think of him is as a banker. And so at this time, he's the one that actually gets the law changed. They consider lending money and then collecting interest on money. Like it was something that was frowned upon by church members, dug up graves of suspected money lenders and pointed to the worms, maggots, and beetles that gorged their decaying flesh. And so there's many examples in the book where Jacob is constantly pushing the pace of the consequences of failure. It's a wonder that Jacob was life of hunting, womanizing, and feasts. Some of his heirs did just that. But this I double underline this sentence because this is a really fundamental understanding of who he was as a person. And in fact, this is what he wanted to put on his gravestone. But he wanted to see how far he could go, even if it meant risking his freedom and his soul. And so what does that mean? He, like Rockefeller, remember, think about Jacob as the German Rockefeller. He thought that he was blessed with a talent for money making by God. And so he couldn't retire, he couldn't live a life of leisure because God told him to make as much money as possible. And that's what he said. The Lord must have wanted him to make money, otherwise he wouldn't have given him such a talent for it. Many in the world are hostile to me, Jacob said, but I am rich by God's grace. That is exactly what Rockefeller did. He thought God gave him a talent to making money, and that his job was to make as much money as possible and then give as much of it as away as possible. So Jacob did not give away. He's not going to do that second part. He's going to collect as much as he can. So let me go into a little bit about his real life, his personality, his businesses. Really, this is just people that I want to know they exist, and then I want to avoid them. Reminds me of what Charlie Munger said when he said that wise people want to avoid other people who are just total rat boys. And there's a lot of those such people. And you'll see what I mean as we go through this story. It's wild. Okay, so Jacob was the first anywhere to consolidate the returns of multiple operations in a single financial statement. A breakthrough that let him survey his financial empire with a single glance and always know where his finances stood. So it's really important that a lot of the stuff that he innovated on, like this is just the world that we live in. It's like normal to us. There's a blurb on the front of the book that is from the author of this book called The Barbarians at the Gate, which has also been recommended to me. And I'm all the different offices I have all over the world into one single financial statement, and I can just glance information edge over his rivals and customers. It is fair to call Jacob the most influential businessman of all time. Jacob changed history because he lived in an age when, for the first time, money made all the difference in war, and hence politics. And Jacob had money. He lived in palaces and owned a collection of castles. His fortune came to just under 2% of European economic output at the time of his death. Not even Rockefeller could claim that kind of wealth. Jacob was the first documented millionaire in history. So what did he do to get that money? He made his fortune in mining and baking, but also sold textiles, spices, jewels, and holy relics such as the bones of martyrs. He held a monopoly on a Brazilian tree bark that was believed at the time to cure syphilis. Jacob's father died when he was 10, and if it was flaws and a tendency to trumpet his own achievements into an asset, his boasts were good advertising. And then this is the sad part. This is why, again, I want to study him. He's got good ideas, I'll grab them, but most of it's like, okay, I've got to avoid this guy's fame. Did success make him happy? Probably not. He had few friends, only business associates. His only child was illegitimate. While on his deathbed, with no one at his other side than paid assistance, his wife was with her lover. His objective was neither comfort nor happiness. It was to stack up money until the end. Before he died, he composed his own epitaph. It was an unabashed statement of ego, and this is what I meant. Jacob Fugler was second to none. It's like, this is what I want to be remembered for as I'm dying. This is soul. As he was comparable to none in life, so after death is not to be numbered among mortal. So that's the end of his own description of himself. This is back to the author. His methods blazed the path for 5 centuries of capitalism. He was at his core an aggressive businessman, doing whatever it took to achieve his ends. To understand our financial system and how we got here, it pays to understand him. So the author already made a reference to how important his mother is, right? And the reason is because they're German, so they're in Germany, right? She sends him to apprentice. So she sends him to Venice, and that is important because Venice puts commerce above religion, and Germany at the time did not. So it says Jacob looked up to his brothers and envied them and their adventures on the road. His own chance for adventure soon came enough when his mother secured him an apprenticeship in Venice. And why is that important? Because Venice was the most commercially minded city on earth at the time. I wonder what's the most commercially minded city on earth today? I don't know the answer. If you have an answer, let me know. Venice was founded on commerce and business. Businessmen ran the place. Money was all anyone ever talked about. And this is important because this is where he finds his life trade. It was during this time that he learned about banking. Jacob was to become many things in the ensuing years. He's an industrialist, a trader, and at times a speculator. But he was foremost a banker. Venice also exposed him to the craft of accounting. Most of the merchants back in Germany were still jotting down numbers on paper scraps that were never organized. Italians developed double entry bookkeeping. It let them understand a complex business in a quick glance by summarizing the highlights and condensing the value of the enterprise to a single figure, which is the net worth of the company, right? Now, this is, he took that innovation that they had and he wanted to take it one step further. He's like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to combine, I'm going to do this. So all of my disparate businesses, my entire financial empire, if you will, is condensed down to a single number. And then we're going to see another thing getting common with Rockefeller. Remember, I think it was the last episode, maybe the episode before that, 248, when I just spent 40 hours rereading Titan and trying to do an entire podcast just about Rockefeller's crime. And so if you listened to that already, if you're in the book, you already know this part. It was a fact that Jacob, as a teenager, already understood the importance of bookkeeping and how it gave him an edge. Says something about his intuitive grasp of business. He knew that those who kept sloppy books and overlooked details left money on the table. That was something he considered unconscionable. That's something Rockefeller also knew at a very early age. You know, he's about 21, 22 at the time, and he's just admonishing Rockefeller that is older businessmen, they're 10, 20 years older than him, about how sloppy their books are, how they go over, they're too quick to pay the bills. Even if you could save a couple pennies, like he was just absolutely relentless. And that's also why he was recruited by older businessmen to go in partnership. Like, okay, there's nobody else. Even though Rockefeller's younger, there's nobody else that's good at bookkeeping just the overall keeping the handle on the overall financial performance of the business and making sure that we're not wasting a penny in this area. So then the author does a great job of explaining, like, how could a banker become so powerful at this point in history? So it says, but to make sense of his life, it helps to understand how he could exploit this odd creation and why an emperor needed a banker. So they're going to talk about this later on. I don't know if I have a highlight or not, but you can think about the role that Jacob plays as an individual is now a role that's played by institutions like governments, central banks, the International Monetary Fund, pensions. He goes into more detail later on, but at this point in history, it's a dude. It's just him. That's why he's able to make so much money. And so at this point in European history, the leaders are building wealth through war and conquering. This is a very zero-sum game. And so if you're going to wage war, and you want to essentially go in and attack other people and steal their property and enslave their people, you need a lot of soldiers, and to get soldiers, you need money, and so that is the role that Jacob's going to play. And so there's a bunch of characters in European history in here. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to distract us from the main story of focusing on Jacob. But he's going to team up with his first noble person. He's going to discard them. You'll see how just ruthless he is. But it says the emperor received no funding except from his own estates, and thus could only field a small army. This made him easy to ignore. So this guy named Frederick decided, hey, I need to raise money. I need to have a large army. That's through that with conquering, I'm going to reduce wealth, right? So it says the great aim of this era was to expand the family power base. The winner, how do you win that game? In other words, whoever grabbed the most titles and territories. It was a bloody business. Frederick, the guy that is going to team up with Jacob, had the fantastic notion that the imperial crown could make his family the most powerful on his tableware. That stands for all earth is under Austria. So that's the size of Frederick's ambition. He's like, I'm going to control the earth. Great. Here's the problem. The problem was that Frederick was unable to fund an imperial lifestyle and was broke. And not only is he broke, but he stiffed a bunch of other people that had lent him money in the past. So other merchants would refuse him credit. This is where he actually is introduced into the Fugger family, because before banking, the Fugger family business was in textiles, so like cloth and fabrics and everything else. So he's going to wind up meeting Jacob's. He needed his help. He gave Ishmael was well worth a few cloths from the Fuggers. So essentially, what just went down there is like a barter between the emperor and Jacob's older brother. And the reason I'm bringing this to your attention is because of the lesson that Jacob learns from this story. The spectacle of the emperor begging for help must have startled Jacob. And I believe he may have had, in the emperor's superhuman qualities, could not have survived the fact that mere shopkeepers, which is what they are at this point, right? Ordinary people that he saw on the street every day had denied credit to the supposedly most powerful figure in Europe. And so there's more detail in the book, but again, we live in a very different world where the people that have power usually have money too. In this time, you might have power in land, you might have power in titles, you might be born into the right family, where a lot of these people didn't have a lot of money. And so people like Jacob in the 1500s, the Rothschilds a couple hundred years later, they're the ones that take advantage of the fact that the nobility or the elite or whatever you want to call them of their day were ridiculous. So fast forwarding the story a little bit, Jacob's 26 years old. He's like, all right, up until this point, the family had concentrated on buying and selling textiles, right? But the profit margins were small. He's like, I need to expand. He has gigantic ambition, right? So he's like, hey, a lot of these other elites or nobles are making a lot of money in mining, right? And he's like, there's definitely a lot more profits in there. How can I get into a new business line that had better profit margins?